Still.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa.
Boy, nigga, appreciate you, bro.
Still waiting.
Boy, I appreciate you.
It's Monday in the arena. Back for another glorious week. Juneteenth right around the corner. How y'all doing?
Already.
All good?
That's my niece's birthday, man.
Okay.
Juneteenth.
Happy birthday to your niece. Okay, Gil. Okay. Got the show going on the phone. Got a lot of good stuff to get into. We got a very special guest joining the program very shortly. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Looking good. What's that, velvet? What you got going down?
Carpet? Is this carpet?
Hey.
Apartment carpet?
Hey.
You know.
And we got Kenyon Martin in the building. See? Yes.
This damn boy said carpet.
And as always,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
we got the GOAT, 4-time WNBA champion, 3-time WNBA MVP,
Not really.
Sheryl Swoopes, back in the arena. Woo, woo. What's up, Sheryl? How you doing? Okay,
I heard
see
you talk about Juneteenth.
Are you ready to go?
Okay.
Always. Let's go.
Happy to have you back here. Got a lot of stuff on the W side to discuss as well, but
Yeah,
here's what's
y'all
crack-
needed me.
Oh, we need, we had to send out the bat signal. We've been sending out the go signal. But here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Mavs smacked the Celtics in Game 4 to extend the series. What do they need to do to get a win in Boston in Game 5? Klay Thompson and Paul George are both set to become free agents. Who is more likely to be on a new team this summer? It might be Klay based on some recent social media activity. And Caitlin Clark got revenge on Angel Reese in the Sky in round 2, but how impressive has the rookie class been in the W this season? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Do yourself a favor, download the app, use promo code GIL, and you get up $250 in bonus cash and a special pick'em. It is very smoky up in here right now. It is not the medicinal, though. We got the smoke machine back working. So we got our top picks for the night on the screen below. Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Luka Doncic, lower 32.5 points, not expecting him to cook in Boston. Kyrie Irving, higher 4.5 first quarter points. Hopefully he can, in the slump in Beantown. Jason Tatum, lower 27.5 points. And Luka Doncic, higher 0.5 triple-double. So Underdog thinks he may or may not have a triple-double tonight. Y'all think Luka going, we got to pretend to care, all right? That's all we got left on the NBA side. We need to make this a series. Keep this going. Come on.
We need to make it a series.
They brought the extender in Game 4.
He did his job.
He did it.
He got him a win.
I did all I could do for y'all. Now y'all got to figure it out.
Extender.
Yeah, the extender.
Extender came in, did his job. Listen, dog.
That
shit crazy, right?
Right, yeah.
It's just because it fits the narrative, right? And it's a blowout, too. It ain't like... But what it made it even better if it would have been a close game and he made a crucial call for the Mavericks.
This has always been my question about him. If you put his name and say, do you think, if the NBA really put his name and picture, do you think he rigs game? I guarantee you it's going to be high 90s.
Yes, the percentage.
That is a
Who's
bad.
him?
Scott Foster.
Oh, of course he does.
That's a bad.
Allegedly.
No.
I'm
But what I'm saying is that is a bad narrative.
It is. It's horrible.
For him and for the league itself. Like, so when he goes and he's performing, everyone thinks it's rigged, no matter what he does. Any call he makes, as long as he's on the floor, everyone thinks it's an unfair match. That is not something you
That's
want.
not good at all.
Like, do we used to care about ref assignments?
Shit, you might as well bring the old boy back. You might as well bring Donnie back. Shit, people know already. Like shit, we know he did it.
Yeah.
I took the Mavs.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, we know he did it for sure. So it's
Like, it's an issue when you literally got refs assignments and people are looking for, that's almost as important as the game. Like, oh, Scott Foster officiating tonight.
Yeah,
and you watch everything just
he's going to extend the series. Let's go with the Mavs. Like, everyone know, like, this is...
Well, we got a lot to discuss with the NBA Finals shortly, but as always, we do mostly fans at the end of every single show. If you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username and we use it on the show, you get a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video to mostyfansgill@gmail.com and we use that video on the show and you are a member of the Underdog Fantasy family, you get a $100 bonus to your Underdog account. And as always, we do the show 4 times a week, live on YouTube, Monday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, around about. I know everybody in the chat was complaining a little bit. It is Monday, ladies and gentlemen. We had to get our bearings right before we brought you your favorite basketball show. But if you can't watch us with us live on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So, Kenyon, we're going to start it with you. You had an interesting weekend. You were out in Vegas with your son, pulled up to the Tank Davis versus Frank Martin fight. We got the shot of y'all, courtesy of Cassie Athena. Look at baller. Okay, out there stunning. Going and getting it. Okay. So Tank hadn't fought in 14 months, looked a little rusty, but still managed to knock out Martin with the left hand in the 8th round to successfully defend his WBA lightweight championship. You were front and center in Vegas for the fight. What were your thoughts on the fight?
I don't know, but your show was looking good in that picture, though. But go ahead.
Can we see the picture of Kenyon and KJ?
Yes.
Hey, to the hard way,
So
man.
fly.
Father's Day weekend.
Hanging out with the youngin, man.
He was stunning like his daddy.
No, it was a good fight, man. Didn't know if Tank was gonna knock him out, 'cause I thought Frank was like a tough opponent, but no, Tank did what he's supposed to, man. It was epic fight. The Benavidez fight was a good fight. He's really, really good. People that don't know about David Benavidez, he was the co-main event. He's a damn animal as well. Like, have him and Tank on the same card and get to watch both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but he is. I was explaining, like, people watching the fight, like, Frank is a really, really good fighter. He just was too soon. Like, 'cause everybody asked me, I'm like, it's just too soon for him. The experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tank been fighting since he was 7, 8 years old, man.
Yeah.
And they put the gloves on him as a kid. Frank, you didn't start till you was a teenager. That's that gap, man. Like, it's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's had way more ring experience than you have. No matter, like, you're a great athlete, absolutely. Football, wrestling, all that stuff, yeah. But he got a 10-year gap on you as far as experience. 10 years is a long time in that sport.
Yeah.
And he made this man defend himself without punching him. Like Frank Martin, a counter punch.
Wow.
He likes to get off second, but just walking towards him, man, making him throw punches for no reason. And
Was that just to get him tired?
yeah. Mentally, for one, it's his biggest fight he's been in. So you know he been fucking with you all week, right?
Yeah.
Flinching at you and shit, making you jump and just pointing his finger in your face, talking shit to you. Like all kind of shit all week, right? The whole build-up, every stop, the press tour, he been fucking with you, antagonizing you, doing so. Now you really, fight night, now you really on one.
Yeah.
Get in the ring, now you already nervous, but you hype. Now he making you defend yourself without having to throw punches at you.
It's getting close.
Just getting closer, but you making you throw punches. Cause you think because he can knock you out with any shot. As he proved it later on in the fight, but he just, Tank like that.
You saw the action. What's it like being up close at a boxing match, and how does it compare to being at an NBA game? I've always never been to a fight before. Always wondered.
Any given moment it can be over, man. Like, it's just the intensity in the building. Especially somebody good fighting. Like somebody like this where it's the build up, or you get, like, I don't know how many fights I done been to, but a few. But just the intensity in the building. So much people fighting in the stands and shit, right?
Oh, wow.
Like, it'd be that, and like, you cheering for one, I'm cheering, you been talking shit, you, nigga, fuck you, nigga, I'll slap you like he did him, and now you, like, it's that, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, I done been in the fight with dudes, got to acting crazy, and Mike Tyson told me, hey, man, you need to sit your ass down. I told him, yeah, you should sit down. Listen, Mike, sit your ass down here with all that noise, man, in my second. I was like, yeah.
It's like a club event there.
Yeah, oh, so it can get there. But it's there, the intensity of it and being close where you can hear the punches, yeah, that's, yeah, you need to get out the house, Gil. Got to get out the house, bro.
They got YouTube now. You can see the judge. Hey, I ain't got to sit there 8 rounds. YouTube, last 15 seconds. Bam!
It's only like
It's
30
not the
minutes.
same. It's not the same. It's not the same
not the
experience.
same.
You been to some fights before, Cheryl?
No.
Okay, see? Good.
But he's
You a woman
telling him to get out of the house. I'm saying it's not the
Oh,
same
you need to get out of the
experience.
house.
August 3rd. There's a fight out here August 3rd. Bud Crawford fighting out here August 3rd. You should go. August 3rd at BMO
Is that Bud?
Stadium. Yeah, Bud. He fighting here August 3rd. He moved up to 154 fighting a dude that's,
What does that mean? You're going?
no.
Is that Staples?
No, BMO football, the soccer stadium, BMO's.
Where the sports arena used to be, rest in peace.
Yeah, BMO stadium.
Long Beach? No, that's Inglewood?
No, in the hood, downtown.
He don't even know where it is. Because he don't get out the house.
From LA.
Where the Clippers used to play.
from LA.
Right?
You from it?
No, he said
You
you're
were from
LA,
LA.
and you don't even know where it is.
Valley.
The Valley.
It's a different place.
So you didn't go past the one on what you want?
No, we didn't go past City Walk. We didn't go past City Walk.
Hey, City Walk.
City Walk right there, that last street, baby.
Once you pass City Walk, you it's uncharted waters. But there was some other big news on
dizzy
Fight.
out there. Like, whoa, what's over here?
Other big news on Fight Night after a photo of Kawhi Leonard taken by the legendary Cassie Athena started circulating around the internet. So we've got the photo right here. So it was hard to tell, but based on the angle of the photo,
Kawhi?
Yeah, he did.
many people thought Kawhi did the unthinkable, cut off his trademark braids.
No, he didn't.
So they was
He didn't?
He got a different hairstyle.
they was looking.
What's so funny is he looked clean right here, though. I was like, ooh, new money clean.
Yeah, he looked like a.
So he still has the braids?
He looked,
Different
so,
look. It's twisted. He took the braid.
okay.
Like, he got it twisted and got it like a little.
but the photo proved to be a pump fake. So we got
Oh, wow.
some video of Kawhi from the same night.
Okay.
So you can see him up. He just got the braids in a pony. They still there. They still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in light of that hair scare, I want y'all to fill in this sentence. Kawhi without braids is like blank without blank. Kawhi without braids is like blank without blank.
Shit. It's like Allen Iverson without braids.
Okay, that's a fair.
It's like
It's like
peanut
Mellow
butter
without braids.
jelly.
Okay, it's a
It's like Mellow
they
without
go
braids.
together.
Popeyes, no.
Yeah, Popeyes, no biscuits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, for sure.
they go together.
Yeah, I saw you over there, brain churning.
Michael Jackson without
The
Brother
glove.
Largo.
The glove. What did you just say? Michael Jackson
I knew it was
without what?
coming.
Without the,
Someone-
was it the
someone-
Brother Largo?
He got the fit of log rolls.
And he would have just been Black Michael.
Yeah, Black Mike.
Harold Melvin without the blue notes. You'll
talking
never go
about-
platinum. But let's keep this thing moving. We got some basketball things to discuss. Free agency is only a few weeks away, shaping up to be a big one with a ton of potential movement. So one of the biggest question marks is the future of the Warriors, Big Three, with Klay Thompson set to become a free agent if they cannot get a deal done. And I didn't know this, but I saw Brian Windhurst talking earlier. As soon as the finals ends,
Yeah, they can
sign-
start.
You can start signing your own players. So this
Absolutely.
whole
It starts.
free agency countdown thing,
Oh, you know I know.
so
We got one.
exactly.
Yeah, we got one in the man. We got
Is that part of the new CBA?
I think
Or
it's,
that just kicked in?
it's a new
Yeah,
rule
as soon
apparently.
as it-
So as soon as the
own
finals
players.
ends, teams can sign their own players.
Oh,
That'll
wow.
be
be tonight.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tonight.
Tonight.
So we can figure it out.
Going down tonight.
But as it stands right now, Klay Thompson's set to still become a free agent. The two sides are still far apart on a new deal. And recently, Klay sent a bold message to the team, unfollowing the Warriors on Instagram and removing a considerable amount of Warriors-related content from his page. You see, he still follows the Santa Cruz Warriors, though, so it ain't y'all fault. It ain't y'all bad.
So who looks this up?
Kenyon, there's a lot of people that
They got a
don't
lot
have
of
things to do.
idle
Right.
time.
It's the
right?
weekend. We ain't got
Right?
much cracking. Let me see if Klay's still following the Warriors.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's just like
Like, who does that?
But he also had a bunch of Warriors content on his page that, championship celebrations, all types of stuff.
It's fun.
Did keep the clip of Kobe busting his ass, so I respect Klay. But he kept that clip up there. But a lot of the other stuff from
See,
that
I think if
championship
somebody
run.
from Instagram did that shit, went and deleted his shit. Like, see, Klay leaving, see?
or he just did
No, he
it and
did
told
it.
somebody.
Oh, he did
that
it.
person told us.
He did it.
You know, it's
So
like
basically, you're saying he's out.
But why delete it, though?
I think you can
Why
archive
delete
it
the
too.
footage, though?
You can archive it and just
You
stash
can,
it away.
but it's part of, people not going to be, hear Klay Thompson be like, shit, who he played for?
yeah.
Well, no.
Right.
If you're planning on
That's fine.
staying, why unfollow your organization?
Leaving or staying, what difference does it make?
It feels like when people
it-
break up with their former boos and then
Yeah.
they don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, the
Like, I
former
don't-
booze, I get that, but this is your legacy. This is who you are. This is
Yeah,
what
this
you
is-
built.
yeah,
like
this
this
is-
ain't, this ain't.
This is when somebody start talking shit to you, you always,
yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? You always throwing the four up on people, right? So,
Maybe he had a
right, it's,
You're going to be
He's out.
Yeah.
maybe throwing it up somewhere else. But during a recent episode of his podcast, Draymond Green had this reaction to the news.
I know all of you were probably looking forward to me talking about Klay unfollowing the Warriors and deleting some IG posts or something. I had no idea that happened. I think it's fucking hilarious. Just so y'all know, I laughed when I logged on here and Jackson's like, yo, so what about Klay? I'm like, what? Like, what happened? It's like, oh, he unfollowed the Warriors. I think that's comical. I know you all be wanting like somebody's feelings to be hurt or something. It ain't that. Ain't never going to be that. That's hilarious.
So while Klay unfollowed the Warriors, it should be noted that he also followed Paolo Banchero. Magic are expected to be big players in the free agency market. Can use an experienced vet like Klay on the roster. And according to a report from Shams today, Klay is open to all external options in free agency. So when you hear this news,
no shit.
I'm just telling you the news.
Like, of course he is. Like, that don't take nobody to fucking report. That don't take a genius to understand that. There's 29 other teams. He's a free agent. The fuck? Like,
but he spent his whole career with
okay, he didn't resign. We all know he's a free agent. Of course he's open. If they offer him $12 million and motherfucking somebody offer him 50, he going there. Like, it don't, like, this is what, like, fucking reports. Like, dude, stop it.
It's Captain Obvious?
It's Captain fucking Obvious at this point.
Okay.
Like, no shit, Sherlock.
29 other teams, but not all 29.
Like, damn.
Yeah, not all 29.
But still, but there are 20, but shit, hey, somebody be like, shit, we got 2 for 100 for you, Klay.
Like, you know what?
I'm going to Charlotte.
Detroit basketball.
I'm talking about, come on, man. Let's not act like that's not a real thing out here.
So
somebody could. Saying it's what?
But question for all y'all: does Klay unfollowing the Warriors mean he's dipping, or is it a light-skinned negotiation tactic to get a little beefier bag from the team he's known his whole career?
I guess as a player, you would think this is part of your negotiation tactic. Right, I unfollowed you, yeah. Like it really means something, right? like they care.
But they're in the office like, oh, he unfollowed us.
Oh, he unfollowed us, oh shit. Like it doesn't really mean anything. But for a player, you really do think stuff like that actually matters because somebody's paying attention, which obviously they were. It became news. And you know, Klay fans will be hitting up the office, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? You know, it's fans. So at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, crunching numbers and if he's worth what he's asking for. That's all really that's gonna matter. I mean, if he's gonna take this dollar amount that we offered him or not. That's
simple at this point.
Sure, what you think about this whole situation? It's Monday in the arena. It's almost Juneteenth.
I mean,
he might want his emancipations.
I think it's kind of petty, actually. But I agree. I think as a player, you're probably like, you know what, let me go and follow them so they'll see it or they'll hear it, and it's a negotiation tactic. But I also think he could actually literally not want to return to the Warriors. I mean, I think it's kind of a little bit of both. So, but I also don't really care.
You know, we got a 2-hour show to film. He
signs a new contract and then signs back. I mean, he follows back like, oh man, Klay followed back.
Right.
That'll be big news. What do y'all think?
The gang said he resigned and don't
follow them back.
because he can't at this
Or
point.
sign somewhere else and then follow them back.
Did you guys ever do anything petty like this when you were free agents, or did you
free agent? Nah.
Play your position like when you dipped from the Nets because they didn't give you the extension?
That wasn't my choice. Shit, I wait on the phone to ring. Shit, never did.
Did not ring.
So I got to make moves.
Well,
No, when I was trying to leave, this probably was the equivalent at the time before social media. When me and George got into it in the locker room, I cleaned my locker out, took my name tag. I took everything out of my locker, put that shit in the black trash bag, nigga. Hey, threw that shit in the trunk, nigga. That shit stayed in the trunk, nigga, to the next season.
Just in there, no name.
No name.
Took the name
Took my name tag down, yo. You know, you got the pictures in your locker. This is when we put it's equivalent to social media. Back then, right?
nah,
Got your pictures in your locker, your kids and certain shit. And I took everything. Everything. Old shoes,
Coming to work.
socks, everything. You know, normally you leave the old NBA socks in that motherfucker. I took everything. Good petty as shit. Yo, so go get my shit from the back. Uniforms and everything. I want it all.
Did you say anything petty like this when you were playing from a teammate or yourself, perhaps?
Yeah, I changed my phone number and didn't give it to none of the players. Every time I wanted to talk to them, I used the block. It was like *67 at that time. Yeah. So I just blocked them the whole time.
You just call them from a random number?
You just can't get my number.
And
What's
they
up?
picked up?
Who is this? You know who it is. Why is your number blocked? Because I don't want you to have it.
When did
So, of
you
course,
start,
you didn't give it to the team neither.
No, nobody.
Nobody. That's
Yeah.
when did you stop
that's
taking incoming calls, Gil?
Around 2000, like 2005, 6.
Damn. So you're almost 20 years deep now.
Yeah, I remember I unblocked it, and then when the phone rang, I didn't even realize that was, it'd be just sitting there.
It's yours.
Like, oh shit, phone. It's weird. Never heard that sound before. Ding, ding, ding. That's nice, okay.
Sheryl, did you ever see anybody do anything petty like this when you were playing? Any teammates?
I don't think so.
Did you ever have
But
to get?
free agency then was very different than it is today. Like, I was with that one team forever. So, no.
And when you saw teammates going through situations like that, was it all love between y'all, or?
No, because if there was a teammate that was like, I don't want to be here, they probably didn't need to be there anyway. So we were probably like, yeah, she don't need to
Well,
be
y'all
here.
had y'all trio, so it didn't listen.
Yeah, I
y'all
mean, you know, but then
y'all
we
just
had
adding pieces here.
and then the other pieces that we had, like we knew they weren't going anywhere.
because they was
So,
why would they
no.
leave? So how much y'all offering? Shit, we winning.
Right? Like,
Right.
where are you gonna go?
Where you gonna go?
No income tax
you
at that
wanna
point.
win.
It's hard to leave Texas.
Living in Houston, living at that
great
point.
city, great
city,
food.
shit,
You winning.
kicking ass,
like,
and
yeah.
taking names out here. Hey, yeah.
But it was more about
Ain't
us
going nowhere.
probably going to the GM or something, saying, you know, we need a couple pieces. This is who we need or what we need to be able to win again and again and again. So, yeah, it was a little different then.
It's not taking it. I think the biggest thing is, like, what he tried to, I don't know if it was baiting Draymond, but in the sense that because Klay is having a problem with the organization, these guys should be offended.
I mean, Dre got his break.
Right.
So.
I know,
Right,
but,
right,
you know,
right,
but
right.
it's a thing
Yeah.
that people
Yeah, but he's-
think
Yeah.
that because
He's not going. Draymond will speak up, right? But it's not going to be on here, right? For me, I'm a red. That shit is comical. I thought the same.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious to me, right? It's the same thought process. Like that shit is like, yeah, fuck y'all.
yeah, but what's the
But-
point is we'll know what side of it the comical is on.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, is he like he unfollowed us or you know what I mean? He just unfollowed it just like we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he know the person. He know
yeah.
the person, so he know what it is. So that's why he can laugh at it and be like, that's because they've talked about it.
Yeah. Of course.
They've talked about it.
Just-
Like, it's just always.
I just don't like when people think it's the other players should be offended.
Yeah.
Like this is their business. They need to figure out their business. You know, I can't take sides on. I would love him for him to be here, but if he chooses something else, that's on him. But I'm not going to be mad at him because he's doing this. Is
Not at all.
But like Sheryl said, would you ever apply pressure to the GM or to the
you know, you can go
the front office?
speak off his behalf.
Yeah,
And I mean,
exactly.
he would actually. He don't have to. Because when it's all said and done, however many more years it is that Klay is going to play, number 11 going up top.
Yeah.
That you?
It's going up top, dog. So
I know what you're trying to say. There's nothing Draymond or Curry's going to say
Yeah.
on Klay's behalf that's
That-
going to
change.
Yeah. For,
like you know what I mean. Like if they offered 3-year 40, there's nothing Curry or Draymond's going to say. We want him, we need him, and they're going to be like, okay, 3-year 85.
Yeah.
If you go from 3 or 40 to 3 or 42.
They're not going to just jump 20, 30 million because
Steve Kerr said, I want him back.
The number's going to still be the number.
So Klay has been named as a potential option for a few teams around the league, including, like we mentioned, the Magic, also the Thunder and Sixers, who can all make compelling offers to get him to leave the Bay once free agency starts. If Klay does decide to dip, which team do y'all think is his best option to go to A, still be a contender and be able to get the playing time he deserves on this tail end of his career?
Philly Bucks?
Philly or the Bucks?
That's good.
Spot up shooter, man.
Bucks is good.
Defend, spot up shooter. You gotta. It's what they need. They need shooting. Like, they need perimeter shooting so Embiid can play in space.
But his defense is not what it used to be.
He's still serviceable. He's better than a lot of people out here.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Still better than a lot of people out here.
But he can still shoot.
But he won't be asked. So the thing is, to your point, absolutely sure. So therefore, he won't be asked to guard the other guy's best perimeter player anymore, right? So cool. I'll take him. Still shoot the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Catch and shoot
Bucks
with
is
Embiid.
Or
Because
Philly.
you got Giannis coming down here, Dame playing, he's kicking it, they knocking down shots at a high clip, right? Embiid in the post playing in space. You got Maxey pushing at him. So yeah, it works.
What kind of money does Denver have over there?
None.
Oh, they don't have any?
Minimals.
Dallas?
And the Bucks don't either, so it would probably be at a Middleton trade or something.
Yeah. I was playing. That's what I was thinking.
Already.
But that's hard too because Middleton does things that
because when the game in the playoffs when both of them out, he carried them.
Yeah.
Right? He carried them in the playoffs when they both Dame and Giannis was out.
He can create his own shots.
Still a problem, man. Chris Middleton's still a solid basketball player when healthy. Like very, very good basketball player when healthy. Just the last 2 years been unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
For him and Giannis.
Yeah.
They both at time when they need him been out. But Klay, I think somewhere where you can. Of course, going to Orlando is the vet move.
Lake Show would be good. Because you're going to get a lot of think about all those corner shots that be going to players that just don't need to be in the corner.
Right, where they go get the money from?
Now that would be
they can get it.
Extremely petty. They make it enough.
We already
can make it.
But somebody got to listen.
We can make it.
Make it
enough.
Gonna happen, but it could happen.
You know that son that just slide it under, put that in your back pocket.
I got you.
So
that up in your back.
There.
Put that in your back pocket. Yeah, he going
got
to
the family legacy.
Where does he live at? Santa Barbara? No.
We did see him.
Marina Del Rey, not over there.
We saw him at the Spark.
Manhattan Beach and all that.
Yeah,
that's him right there. Put his little boat up to the. Yeah, he's good.
We got boating activities. But if you want to be real petty, we got ample ocean for you to boat in. Deep sea fishing, whatever you want. But we asked the chat, is Klay done with the Warriors? Over 3,300 votes. 75% said yes. So the chat thinks Klay will be dipping from the Bay.
Well.
So we talked about the Sixers. So let's get into it. So Joel Embiid and Paul George were on the ESPN set for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Before the game, Stephen A. Smith asked Embiid for his thoughts on the Celtics likely winning the chip this year, and Embiid used it as an opportunity to bash Boston, but also do a little recruiting for the Sixers as well.
I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I hate Boston. Great city, great fans. Obviously they got some great players, but he hurts me a lot. So hopefully, this offseason we find a way to get better and, add some kisses. And,
For any eye experts out there, he was glancing over at Paul George. So Sixers will have more than $50 million in cap space this offseason. Obviously, their top priority being to extend Tyrese Maxey with a max deal. But they are getting Maxey for a discount because he did not make an All-NBA team this season. So I think it's the 5-year, 204, set it at 240. So when y'all hear Embiid talk like that, you think he's out there politicking, trying to get PG to come to Philly?
Of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the phone with a lot of free agents trying to get them to come over. Makes sense. Wait, is Tobias up too?
He's free.
Yes. So yeah, they'd have to they got a bunch of free agents. That roster's gonna look
it's gonna look way different.
Way different next season.
See, I don't see anybody letting it. There's gonna be a lot of signing trades then. There's going to be a lot of signing. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of signing.
Because that's the way guys can get the most money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be some movement, man.
You see that situation in Philly? Obviously, they're gonna have to make some moves over there.
It's a good fit.
He's
for
a
PG,
full,
man.
he's a power forward over there.
Who that? PG? He'll play the 4.
No, I mean Tobias.
Yeah, he played the 4.
4-2. Okay.
In this NBA.
No, and so yeah,
And Adam Silver's in
this weird one.
It's weird NBA.
It's
Yeah, but Tobias set to be a free agent. Buddy Hill's gonna be a free agent. Batum's a free agent.
Yeah,
They got a lot of dudes getting off the book over there. Oubre. It's gonna be a lot of motion.
I can see them. Kelly Oubre played well when he was out there for them, man. Like when he got
Oubre and Batum.
yeah.
PG is a nice fit for Philly.
All right, yeah.
You like it? How much do you?
He's a really good fit for Philly. You said, how much do I like it?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care. I'm kidding.
I know you.
But I think he is.
Yeah. So how good would a
Depending
Sixers?
on who stays, who leaves, free agent. I like Joel Embiid and PG together. That's a good look.
So you got the Celtics. Obviously, are likely gonna win a championship unless something crazy happens.
It's
Bucks
over.
should be healthy next season. Magic out there trending in the right direction. Knicks looking good as well. How good would a Sixers big three of Embiid, Maxey, and Paul George be in the East? Is that a championship contending level team, in your guys' opinion?
Healthy, absolutely.
If healthy, of course, that's always the big.
Healthy, yeah, they can compete. Because listen, they have an equalizer. Don't nobody in the East have a Joel Embiid. So no matter what, he healthy and they put two other pieces around him, you got a problem. Because you can't do nothing with him out there.
Yep.
There's only other dude. One of the team and he play on the other side, man. That has a 5 that anybody is worried about out here in this NBA, man. So, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's
Now you can't.
scary.
Now you can't. Now if he gets Paul George over there, you can't wall him up anymore. Right? He's gonna single-handedly get them in a penalty, so you never got to worry about Philadelphia not being in the penalty. Right? So that takes less hits off of Maxey and whoever. So now when Maxey's going downhill, any touch,
Yeah.
he gets to walk to the free throw line.
And all
Once he
those
make his
good
mind
free
up,
throw shooters.
once he make his mind up, ain't nobody stop him getting to the basket.
Yeah. That's one. That's
getting
one
better,
thing that a lot of scorers like. To be a real great scorer, you have to know how to get fouled. You have to be able to get to that free throw line. So when you have someone like Joel Embiid or someone like Jokic, for the most part, if they're doing all the heavy lifting on getting into that penalty, as a guard, you can be a reckless player and just eat up free throws.
Yo, I see a lot of Tyrese Maxey in you.
Yeah.
I just thought about it. I really just thought about
Just
that.
straight line.
I just thought, like,
yeah, just straight
Play
line.
like Gil. Damn, yeah. 'Cause when you were saying like, yeah, just depending on how you used to think, like I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, just
So
go straight. You know,
Yeah,
you have to.
and back you up, he gonna shoot your face off.
Yep.
Got range.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
We've talked about it too, just watching Maxey's game. Obviously, you got a bunch of zeros in the league right now.
But he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
most resemblance.
He's the most Gil.
Yeah. Yeah. Going right.
Yep,
Yeah.
going right.
Yeah, buddy. He
Meet me at the basket.
Yeah.
So brings me to my next question. What's more likely, in your guys' expert opinions, Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors or Paul George leaving the Clippers?
I'm going
We asking the hard questions on this Monday in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woo-woo.
both. Or if I had a pick.
Yeah, or both.
Hey, that's like a 50.
That's 50-50 for real. But if you got a pick, I think Klay leaving anyway, but I say PG because that 6-year experiment out here is there's nothing to show for. Like you've been home. That's the only thing you have to show for it. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, you made a lot of money, but as far as on the floor, there's nothing to show for you being here for 6 years.
How old is he?
PG?
32,
Yeah, 32, 33.
3.
I don't
Because
got all the
you're
answers. Yeah.
probably not winning a chip.
34, turned 34 in May.
It's when it comes to LA kids, man.
Klay 34 as well.
LA kids are just different, man. It's like once they get a feel of home and the weather all the time, they don't want to go nowhere else.
Really?
Yeah, think about the same too. I'd rather go to Fresno State and San Diego State before I leave California.
Klay had to go to Washington State.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was not happy about that.
So having a chance to win a championship doesn't change that?
Like, how do you convince, like telling them they have a better chance in Philly versus staying together in Los Angeles with the Clippers? So that seems like a 50-50.
Not really.
Y'all got Embiid over there.
It's not 50-50 though. Nothing has come from you being here. In the 6 years you've been here, like I said, you've been able to come home. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You've been here for 6 years.
And you ain't done.
But it's just like anything. We're gonna find an excuse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like having a ugly spouse.
Yeah.
You find an excuse. Oh, I was injured that year, right? It hurt my shoulder this 2 years. And then Kawhi's foot was this year. You gonna find a reason.
So we can all ever just be healthy.
If we all just like right now, we all good this summer. Boom, we champs, right? He just start. Oh, COVID hit us 1 year, and you get
was in the bubble.
You get to making excuses for yourself.
The bubble.
Reality
COVID,
never kicks in when you want to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Ugly spouse.
Yeah. Personality.
Yeah, her personality is nice. She
cooks.
clean.
She take care of the kids. She just,
She's nice. She's a church.
she don't complain.
She likes sports. She do like sports.
Josiah, can you go to the next question?
She has a good heart, girl. Looks no man, okay? Beauty's only skin deep.
No, just
good heart.
no one like her.
Clean driving record, good credit. There's more important things to look.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Wow.
Just like when she cheating, you start making up excuses.
Like what?
She got good credit. Her parents get along together. You know what I mean? Like, do you have film of it was really her? Yeah, you start making up. She said she's not like that no more.
Yeah. Because you said previously,
She changed.
Philly not the most ideal free agent destination, just based on what recent history has showed us. So, how much of a bag increase do you need to make it enough to want to go there?
You gotta ask the person who's.
But would you take less to stay in the Bay versus going to Philly, just for the location difference? I think Philly's great.
I mean that's
like what is less though? You know what I'm saying? What is less? It depends.
Is there
if it's
a point?
$2 million, no, you stay your ass and say motherfucking
If
like,
it's 10 to 15, no,
that's a different story. Like, but 2, I can sit this one. I can ride this one out in San Francisco, dog. But
that's what I said. It's like I want to ask: do they still live? Almost like they still live in Oakland or wherever they lived in before. I don't think they moved. Right,
not.
so it's
like
one of those things. That's home. That's his home. Right, so it's for him to leave home.
it's tricky.
You're gonna have to pay a pretty penny because when he's retired, he's not gonna go back to the Bay Area after this. He's gonna go back to this part of California. So
we're not allowed to give.
So therefore, that'll be easier for them.
it'll be easier.
It'll be easier for him to leave. Right?
Somewhere in that area.
It'll be easier for him to leave.
Can't give me that address.
Yeah, because if he's not going back there when he got done in 3 years, whatever it is, then
that's what I said.
the number's still going up. So hey,
it got to be a pretty penny. Like you got to really.
And just back to Klay, at this point in his career, 4-time champion. Like you guys always say, you want to prioritize the bag over a championship. It would seem like I've already done that, so now I want that one last good bag I can ride off to the sunset with.
you can always come back to the business, sign a 1 day and retire. Hey, sign for that 1 day. Hey, I retired as a Warrior. Right?
Well,
Ain't that what KG did?
it's a good move. I respect it.
True.
I see you getting some research going. The phone is out. It's replaced a notebook. You've gone digital technology. What you thinking over there?
5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA player. $15,000 points. For him to stand, it's his standalone stats, right? 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, All Defensive Team, 15,000 points. Is that first ballot Hall of Fame?
They can't do what they do. That's why they talk.
Because you can't exclude the championships. So yes,
That put him over the top?
Right.
because you can't exclude them.
Yeah.
So yes, first ballot,
Yeah.
not a question. Not a question about
For
it.
sure.
Yeah, that's like reading Sheryl stats and not putting her 4 championships and be like,
You gotta include that.
You have to.
And you say the same thing about Draymond too, right?
Yeah, but-
Yes.
First ballot.
Yes.
But we can.
No.
If we take away your championships and read off all the rest of your stats,
But still.
three-time
First ballot
MVP,
anyway, so
three-time
yeah.
Anyway, but
MVP.
still, but it adds.
But what I'm saying is,
But when you put it in there, it makes it undeniable.
But what I'm saying is, if we use team accolades to solidify, before you get the approval, shouldn't your single, what you did as an individual, be able to stand alone, right? Like if we take away your championships, is that 8-time, was that 6-time All-Star, 3-time MVP,
I mean,
gold
it
medalist?
should, but that ain't how that works.
Well, I'm just saying though, but hers, it was a bad example. Because she got three.
but it
Because
wasn't, though.
she got 3 MVPs.
But it wasn't.
Right?
I mean, but there are players, I'm thinking on the women's side now, there are players who don't have the individual accolades, but they have championships. So
And they get you, but I know that's what I'm saying.
that
They get you in,
gets you in.
So therefore, for if you just look at Klay's numbers, right, and then you ask, is he Hall of Fame? And without the championships, you ask, is he Hall of Fame? It kind of puts you in a
Exactly.
not first ballot.
Okay, that's why I asked.
But it like make you kind of hesitate. But then you say, well, he was 4-time champion.
Yep.
You be like,
Yep.
well,
First
shit.
ballot, okay.
So it's first
Yep.
ballot, right? So
Yep.
that's the way I think about it. Like, yeah, his individual stats without the championships,
No doubt.
it might not be first ballot, it might not be second, but he might get in, right? You throw the championships in there, you like, oh, it's just undeniable. Hell yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
I see what you're saying though, Gil, though, because
Yeah.
I mean 5 All-Stars.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, yes.
2/3
Like I said,
team, yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
without the championship, it makes you question it.
Yeah.
It makes you be like,
Klay's also 6th all-time and made 3, so he'll retire in the top 5 somewhere, probably top 3. Does that do something to boost the case for you?
I love the sound effects of that.
No, I just wanted to ask, like, whenever I look at someone's career, I take away your team acknowledgement first, then, make an argument for you, then I can add it in, right?
so you don't do so you don't add in the impact? Like a guy could just, I don't want to take just shit, this is finna sound.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But
Uh-oh.
just take Robert Orr, for instance.
That-
The ones that he has, I'm not saying that he wasn't impactful, but he didn't play a biggest impact as Klay did in most. Like, so people could question, like Rob, be like, he got 7, did he?
Yeah.
The impact you play. Without Klay is definitely their second best player, right?
Yeah.
So does that come into the conversation when you're thinking about it? Right, his impact on it.
No, I'm not saying he is or isn't. I was just saying is.
I'm just asking.
Like if I look at like somebody like Scottie Pippen, you take away Scottie Pippen's 6 rings.
Yeah.
Right. He's still first ballot.
Gotcha.
Right. You know what I mean? Like you don't even.
So without question.
Yeah, without question. And that's
Klay's a Hall of Famer, but it probably wouldn't be first ballot like you asked.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, without Scotty's ring, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA selection.
Yeah.
3 first
That's
team, 2
very
second
different.
teams, 2 third teams, 8-time All-NBA defensive first team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2
See,
times
that's
second
it's
team.
undeniable. Without the
Yeah.
six
Yeah, even if
championships, you look at it and be like, damn, Scotty put in work. And you put in the 6 championships, you be like, damn, he was great.
Yeah. See, that's what I said. It's like instead of saying this is like like most people use the 6 rings as the start off.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, use his stats first and then you add this on.
Yeah, the fucking chair. You got a Sunday.
Don't put the cherry at the bottom.
See, that Sunday nice, but what is it missing? You know what? Shit. 6 cherries on this motherfucker, right?
cherries.
6 cherries, nigga. Right?
So my question was, when he's leaving, if he decides to leave, to himself, does he feel he has anything to prove still?
Yes.
You know what I mean? That was the whole thing.
Been
Like,
shitting on
you
with
take
the
away
people?
if you take away the championship,
Well,
does he
and
feel
I
he has
I think he'll come back more motivated.
Well, leaving on the sour
I
note.
think it's, yes, he feels like he has something to prove, and I think it's more like has something to prove without Steph, without Draymond. It's like I can do this without them.
Yeah, because you know the
I don't know if it was championships, I'm just saying.
But to your point, yeah, absolutely. Because you might get some nut out here to be like, well, shit, Steph carried him his whole career.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You might get some
Absolutely.
that ain't really been watching.
Yep.
Be like, shit, Steph carried him his whole
Yep.
career. Shit, that's Steph's sidekick.
Yep.
Like that.
No
Shit, he
doubt.
just was there alone for the ride. Like, right?
No doubt.
But no, that's not. So yeah, absolutely. That could be the motivation there. He needs to go somewhere. And heaven forbid he go somewhere and he win.
Mm-hmm.
And he win another one. Oh.
But I think this circumstance
Yeah.
this year is a little different because
Have my own parade in San Francisco. What, the Klay Thompson parade down this
Okay.
motherfucker.
he didn't have a great season this year. It's a little different. He has a good season. Now they're playing with his bread. And, now I think that's a little bit more petty and more motivated to want to go somewhere else, still show it. But you also want to end this kind of Warriors tenure on a high note.
It happens, man.
Yeah, but-
everybody don't always get to ride off in the sun like
Yeah,
the sun.
unfortunately.
Hey, sometimes you got to go through a storm.
Yep.
And I think his storm was the injuries, and this past year was that for him. So he's come back from things, and we know he can. And this is no different. I think he still has something to prove. I think he's going to pick a destination that can thrive in what he does well, and put himself in a decent situation to win. That's what you're looking for at this
Yeah.
point. Okay, make a little bit of money, of course, more than they was offering. Somebody that wants you still show you that they want you. Win and then go out there bitch playing well, man. You got something to prove. So Mr. Clay's a competitor, man. He's proving that. So I don't see anything. I see him being even more.
I can see that motherfucker going to Orlando and damn near leading that team scoring. How he shoots.
Yeah, I'm saying.
With a much easier role with a team that is trending in the right direction. Obviously, Warriors missing the playoffs this year.
The only thing that if I'm him, I will be really worried about is when I'm looking at these other teams, do they have the same structure that I've been used to, right? And you're talking about a group that it's like a Princeton, it's like it's a moving offense where it's reading, reacting, backdooring, curling, cutting, diving. And if he goes into an offense where it's pick and roll and he sits in a corner, right, there's going to be times where he could look bad just because the offense itself is not revolved around his personal talent. So, you still got to look at an offense that has some type of plays that look like yours where...
You think? So see, I think at this point, but I think at this point, that skill set that we all know he shoot the shit out of it, man. Mm-hmm. Going somewhere where it's only 3 teams, man, that really fit the Milwaukee, like you said, because how Giannis plays. Mm-hmm. Giannis get them guys wide open looks after wide open look after wide open look. Fits Klay's personality and what he does well. Mm-hmm. Catch and shoot. Like, he gets it off faster than anybody probably we've seen in the history of this game. Okay. You got Joel Embiid. Mm-hmm. Dominant post guy, averaged more assists this past year than he has, getting off of the ball more. You're going to get a lot of catch and shoot opportunities playing with him. The best player, he's the post player. So you got to start digging and helping, or the guy going to average 40 next year, I'm telling you. You don't dig and help him Joel Embiid, he going to average damn near 40 next year. Catch and shoot opportunities for Klay Thompson coming because Nick Nurse runs doubles for Tobias and certain things. So Nick Nurse runs those sets. You got him and Joel Embiid in post coming off that thing. So what you gonna do? You gonna help on that, or you gonna help in the post? Which one? And he can't go to Denver because of the money. I don't think it match up. You got to stand and still shoot over there. But what you got?
Boston.
Yeah, they shoot a lot of threes.
Derek White, is he a free agent?
Let me check right now for you. But I don't think they're not going.
Wait.
Shit.
Remember, he's a shooting guard, and they play.
One more year.
They play 2 point guards as the 1 and the 2.
They got most of that crew for at least.
And the fact that they shoot damn near 53s a game, I mean,
They got a chance of running back.
Yeah.
They've got.
You add a Klay
Yeah.
Thompson to that, that's you.
They got Derek White 1 more year, $20 million.
Oh yeah, so he on the player option or
He
the
can sign
team.
it.
No, so yeah, full, just
It's full, so there's no. So
yeah,
just got
yeah,
it.
just
Well, they can-
1 more year, then he's a
What
free
I'm
agent,
saying is-
2025.
Hold on. They can sign a trade with Derek White then.
But do you do that if you win the chip with this squad?
It benefits Golden State.
I'm just asking.
If you Boston, would you do it? You win a championship and Golden State is trying to make a trade, Klay Thompson for Derek White.
It benefits Golden
It's
State. I don't
hard,
think it
though.
benefits
It's hard
Boston.
to make that
No,
trade.
I don't
You
think
do
so.
not make a trade
No, but I'm
because you got an actual 3-point shooter. The other ones, they shoot threes.
Yeah.
They don't make them shits, okay? 14 for 49 and 14.
That's not a bad percentage,
They're
Gil.
shooting threes. He makes them.
Yes.
He makes threes, right?
Lots.
That's a very different look.
I'm with you.
When you have a specialist on the floor.
I'm with you.
Derek White shot 40% from 3 this year.
It benefits.
40 for 3, wide open.
Like,
What do you think Klay does wide open?
so I think,
65%.
yeah, so I think it benefits that trade at this particular point. I think it benefits Golden State
More than Boston.
more than Boston.
You got a younger
Yeah.
guy,
Got a younger guy putting that
Yeah.
to
still
staff.
all defensive level players, shoot 40% from 3.
Yeah, so
I get it. I'm just saying.
I think
Clay was
Milwaukee-
39% this year, so
I think
I'm
Milwaukee.
not moving around. Now he just get to sit
Yeah, but
there.
especially when they win,
I think Milwaukee and
it's
Philly.
with the chip, that's the whole thing. Now, if they
It's
would have lost in the
hard. Yeah,
finals,
yeah,
hey, we
yeah.
need to do
I
something.
can tell you this. Hey, don't be stupid. Don't never run it back the same way. Never run it back the same way.
everybody else-
Always upgrade if you can. I mean,
Yeah. And Clay under 40% from 3.
I mean,
Just a
it's
second
not like he's
time
the
in-
third option.
I mean,
So, last question on this topic, but of the big 3 right now, who do you think will be the last to retire between Steph, Clay, and Draymond?
Who's the last
The
one?
last
to
to
retire?
retire?
Who will be the last one?
Give me the ages. 35, 34.
ooh, you don't have to have the ages.
Yeah, you gotta have the age.
but-
The last to retire?
Steph 36,
Okay.
Clay 34, and Draymond 34. I feel
Ooh,
The last?
Klay.
you think Clay will play? Wow, because I was gonna say Steph.
I was going to say Dre.
Clay.
You think Clay will play longer than? I feel like Clay will be the first.
I
Like,
think Draymond will be the last.
Only because personality-wise, he could just be like, fuck it, right? I'm gonna just go do some Bud Light and just chill. Klay, let me just get on my boat. Fuck all this. But like functionality-wise, I think I don't see Curry finish his career averaging 3-5 points and winding on down like that, right? Draymond coming off the end of the bench, right? Not being functional. I don't see him doing it either. Y'all done already gave Klay the taste of what bench looks like. So coming in, playing spot minutes to become a 3-point shooter, that seems more realistic.
Yeah. I really. I can't see them other 2 dudes playing past his contract.
really? Wow.
Really?
If they ain't winning and they ain't win nowhere else, they're not finna sit over there and keep losing. I can tell you that shit right now. They're not finna end this shit the way it started. Hey, no.
Well,
In the basement.
it's looking.
It's definitely trending that way. 'Cause
It is
they
trending in that direction.
They 10 and 11, 9, 10 and 11 consistently now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get no help in the building. That 10 and 11, that shit is gonna be 14, 15 every year. Hey, better do something now.
Well, we asked the chat, more likely, Clay leaves, PG leaves, or both leave. More than 5,000 voters 35% said Klay leaves, 21% says PG leaves, and 44% say both leave. So we will monitor the free agent situation. So Gil, you talked about Boston. Let's get into a little finals discussion. So facing elimination in front of their home crowd in Game 4, the Mavs put together their most dominant performance of the postseason to live to fight for at least another game. So Mavs jumped out to a 13-point lead in the first quarter, getting buckets, doing their thing. Luka looked phenomenal. Looked like he was watching Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Saw all the things that you guys had to say about his defensive issues. Was getting buckets on the offensive side, doing a little locking up on the defensive side as well. Kyrie also came to play with a 21-piece. So, like I said, Mavs jumped out 13-point lead in the first quarter, and we're up as 26 at the break. Held the Celtics to just 35 points in the first half. Spirited effort, had some pride on their side. Did not want to get the early trip to Cancun. Even Derek Lively was out there hitting threes, doing his thing. But Luka had 29
I don't
in
know
the
why
game.
they ever put him on. They should never.
White on white crime, Gil. White on white crime.
There's just two people they shouldn't put on them, and they both come off the bench with the same color skin.
I mean, Celtics looked like they threw in the towel rather early in this game. Like I said, Luka bounced back from the criticism, looked good on the offensive and defensive side. He had 29 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 25 of his 29 in the first half. Kyrie came through with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Derek Lively had 11 points, 12 rebounds off the bench. Tim Hardaway Jr. set a Mavs record with 5 threes and is the third player in NBA Finals history with 5 threes in a quarter.
Might be a scary sign. This shit's over, but damn.
You guys been talking about THJ getting some love.
Timmy before then.
He's gone bucketless for a while. So
I know. Listen, I know that's a record.
I'm merely a host. I convey the information as best I
It's a
can.
Mavs record?
So I think 5 threes in a game is a Mavs record, and then 5 threes in a quarter ties 3 other people.
Okay.
Although it was garbage time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
But points are points.
Maybe that's where you were going.
I'm just
It
saying,
is a
like, it's a
record,
good
but-
record, but it's like,
If I tie Ray Allen and Steph and something, I'm gonna let y'all know about it. Y'all was out there cooking in the final.
Like he broke the record or set the record. and
You know,
When it,
it's-
when it really didn't win.
Yeah, it's
didn't
like me
matter.
saying,
the game was over.
Shit, against the Lakers, shit, I had 17 in the first, shit, 35 for the game. I'm gonna tell you, we got swept though.
But you don't need to. Because you don't. It's individual achievement. You don't need to put that part in there.
Hey, shit, I was cooking 17 in the first quarter, 35 for the game.
And you, period. Put that period right there.
Period.
Hey.
Don't say that there. Huh?
They got swept. I did my job. They got swept. But Jason Tatum was a high scorer for the Celtics with 15 points. Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday both had
Took the day off, man.
10 points. Mavs 38-point
Looked like
win,
it today.
third largest margin of victory in NBA Finals history. So after the game, Jason Kidd reflected on the win and the Mavs keeping their season alive.
It's real simple. We don't have to complicate this. This isn't, surgery. Our group was ready to go. They were ready to celebrate and understand we made a stand. We were desperate, and we got to continue to keep playing that way. Understand they're trying to find to close the door. The hardest thing in this league is to close the door when you have a group that has nothing to lose. And so tonight you saw that, and they let go of the rope, pretty early.
So just looking at what Jason Kidd said, how hard is it to shut the door in the game for when you're on the verge of getting swept for the other side?
Look, I've been swept. Look, I've been swept by Miami Heat, right?
When you guys went down 3-0, was it in your mind, was it like, at what point in that series were you
Dwayne Wade and them came in the building, they closed the door, goddammit. They shut that motherfucker fast. It's easy to shut the door when the team that's down is kind of want to go home too, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's not pretend that the record is a team that's down 0-3. It's 156-0.
Yeah, so
right, so.
But it's 2024, Gil.
Yeah, I get it.
We done seen everything.
156-0 is the record, right? There's only 4 teams that took it to Game 7, right? We get it, right? So it's easier for the team that's down to give up at some point, right? So it's not that hard to close the door. You know, you try to give a fight, you know, if you can get in at the end. But, you know, it's that first quarter, just like, you know, Boston, it's easier to quit in the first quarter or the first half, especially if you're down. Right? You know, I mean, we're already down 35. Let's go ahead. Woo, I, you know, already sent my car on home.
Well, yeah, and then when you know, but in this case with Boston, like you know you're going back home.
Either way.
Yeah, and so they're like, all right, like first quarter, the game was over with. So they're like, we're done. We're going back home. We're going to win at home, celebrate on our floor.
Yeah.
So you know you're going back home. You might want to just get some extra cardio for the summer.
Yeah, I didn't been on both sides of them. So, like I said, finals, I wasn't ready to go home. I came out, I had 17 in the first quarter, 35 for the game. That was game 4.
Yeah.
They still got swept. Right?
That's what did you feel like your team had the same approach? Like I know individually, you might have had that.
Like we competed every game, they were just better than us. That's all. Like we competed, they were just better. So no, game 4 we came out and played, but I turned it like I had 26 in game 3, had 35 in game 4. Like so each game it was. But if we had a couple more games, I probably could have.
A couple more games. I had 40 on y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
If we would have had a little bit more time.
You were on the upward trajectory.
But then on the other side of it, having the team down, and you like that first quarter, you feel like they energy is raised because they ain't trying to go home, and you sustain that in the first quarter. So you take that best punch, man, that first quarter, you the team that's up 3-0. Yeah, it's like if it would have been the other way around, like, well, let's say like if Dallas came out the way they did, and Boston wouldn't have been down as much going to half, then they would have been like, all right, we got a chance. It was so far to reach at that point. You take their best punch in the first quarter, you the team that's up, you like, shit, we got them. But that's their best punch, right?
Like think about all of them, right? The whole team played well, right? Because at that point, they all have confidence, right? It's like, now anyone who subs in gets to shoot shots. Anybody, everybody had a great shooting day for them. It's more of a front runner style.
51% from the field, 41% from 3.
But it's everyone played well. Like with Boston, I always think like this, like the team winning the championship, they always want to win on their home court, right? Celebrating on the road just seems weird.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you coming down, right? You celebrating, we got little beers here, everybody back home having a motherfucking good ass time.
Yeah.
We on the West Coast, right? So now we gotta fly all the way to by the time we get home 4, 5 in the morning, everybody getting ready to go to sleep. We don't even get to enjoy the shit. Right? So we don't even get to enjoy none of the festivities that's going on in the city, right? So we right, we don't know.
Listen, man, you win the championship, but you're gonna win it on a Monday.
Yeah.
Would you rather win that championship on a Friday?
At home.
On the road or a Monday at home?
Yeah.
No, I want to be at home.
I want to be as soon as we finish partying in the what's the name, we go right to the club. We get to enjoy it in real time.
Because you can make Monday cracking, Kenyon.
You can after the championship win, but still, but it's you.
But what about if you're in a city like Miami or LA and you get to win there?
Yeah, you can win.
You can win in Miami. You can win in Miami. You can win. You can win in
any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Yeah,
Atlanta, Miami.
But it's still you're in another team's territory where that city is not. You're not feeling that.
They're not celebrating you.
But
at the same time,
they partying
to celebrate a championship on the opponent's court.
Yeah, that's court.
And they all booing, boo, and you like popping bottles and like, sorry, y'all. But
that's definitely throw it in your face moment.
I never won we always won at home, so it wasn't really.
You don't even know.
I know, because it was always at home.
Yeah, so you get to go home and then what? Then you get to go out that night. Yeah, see, you can't do that when you're on the road.
Just be in the street.
Be in the streets. You can't do that. By the time they land, in after the game, if they would have won, by the time they landed at home, it would have been like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They very well may have just came back in the morning.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you miss everything.
Yeah.
Might as well go to Vegas.
You come to the city. The city all messed
go
up.
from Dallas straight
go
to
to
Vegas.
Vegas. Might as well go to Vegas.
Didn't the Raptors do that? The Raptors, I remember.
And then in today's world, everybody live on
detour.
Instagram.
Yeah, so but they won in
They went in
Golden State.
And then from Golden State, they went to Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, flying back.
Because by the time they went back to
Toronto, it would been 2 in the afternoon the next day. Shit. Long ass flight.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Vegas at that point. I went down to go pick up my Uber Eats, and I saw a dude with braids in the lobby. I'm like, I know this not Kawhi's ass right here right now. I'm like, oh, they're out there turning up.
Wow, that's the move, then.
Hey, go get it. So Sheryl, obviously 4-time champ. What was your most legendary night after winning the championship?
I can't tell you all that.
Was it fun though, at least?
Did you wake up back home?
Not sure.
Do you remember where you woke up at?
Not sure. I was somewhere out. No, but you know.
Without being too
She would have looked for her son. Nah, he ain't here.
But listen, I was like, it was at a. But listen, but the city though, right? Like there's nothing like celebrating with your fans, hometown. The arena is crazy, and then I guess they say we was outside now, but back then we was in the streets. But you outside today. I don't know. Just it was a lot. That's all I tell you. Just had a good time. Just a good time.
Was it the first one? Did it get progressively like you just got more used to it? Did it ever get to a point where it's like I don't even want to?
Well, you know the crazy thing is, like obviously that first year when we won, like it just the whole city. We was just out all night long, riding up and down, just doing whatever. But I think like, and so the third one. We didn't celebrate as much. So when we won the third championship, that was the year Kim Perrott passed away. Right. So it was like we won it, but it was still like a somber moment because she wasn't there. So I think that particular year, I was like, I just want to go home because it was a very draining, emotional season. And then the fourth one, I don't know, y'all, we just turned up. You know, and because everybody was like, they won't win it this year. They won't win it this year. And we were just like, okay.
So I've been a loser most of my life, so I don't know that. I'm trying to really vicariously live through those moments.
But you know, that year, was that the second one? Maybe the third one? I don't remember. The year when Teresa Weatherspoon hit that half-court shot. Do you remember, Steve, what year that was? I don't know. It wasn't whatever championship that was. So, because back then it was only 3 games. We played, you had to play the first one on the opponent's court. Mm-hmm. So we went to New York,
99.
we won the 99. We won the first game. Then we had to go home. Spoon hit a half-court shot to send it to game 3, which happened to be the next day. It wasn't a game in between.
Y'all played back-to-back days?
Uh-huh.
Ruthless.
Yeah. And so we were just like, damn, she really made that. Like when she let it go, I just looked at it and I said, that bitch is going in. And Tina, I remember looking at Tina, she was like, are you serious? And they celebrated, and I just walked right by, and I was like, y'all didn't win the championship. You got to come back to me. You just prolonged the inevitable, because we're going to come back and get it. But it just, man, there is nothing like winning a championship. It just ain't.
Oh, Troy, listen, they think JR was bad. Had I won one, talking about not having no shirt, nigga, I told, listen, dog. Good Lord,
I'm like, I don't even want to know.
Dog, nigga wouldn't better find
I don't even want to know.
Dog.
I would have died. Like, you know, and
nigga did
I hope
right.
not, Gil, because then there'd be no Gil's
For
Arena.
the form of partying.
It wouldn't be a Gil's Arena.
Everything close to that line.
But like if I have to pick, I'm like, you know what? I want to have the Lamar Odom's experience. Right? Don't Lamar Odom.
I know. I
In the Bravo house?
I know.
Then come back.
I know.
Second season. Let's go, y'all. It's like, yeah, he died for 14 hours. How was your experience? Nothing like it, baby. Let's go for the back-to-back.
Thankfully, Lamar Odom's still here with us. We have
that's the only reason I said it.
We had a Teresa Weatherspoon. Get out on that, but it's not like that has any bearing on what
goddamn defibrillator.
But we're going to show you this. They wanted to show you just because this was a down moment when it was like, oh, series is tied, but now
it was. Did you see my look right there, 22? I was like, what the? And you would have thought they won the whole thing.
And it almost feels like celebrating too much.
And like they popping, they popping it.
Oh, because we were ready.
Wait, so it fell down on accident.
It was over. They were like, "Man, it's coming."
So they already had the bag open, goddammit.
He already
pouring.
They had already covered everything in the locker room. They had the bottles ready, the goggles, and we were like, "We got to come back."
Hey, yo, that's funny. Look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, look, somebody already, like, you can see that the confetti starting to come down, like somebody at the top
And then
already.
you see it.
Hey, they just heard the buzzer and didn't watch the demo.
Look, it's already.
They did. They were like, "We won." No, we did not.
Yeah, look at this shit.
And for y'all,
Somewhere you see me walking through their little
That's
huddle
you,
right
yeah.
there. I was like,
and it almost seems
"Boy."
like too turned in that moment, and then wouldn't be able to stand. You got to play a game the next day, so you riding way too high on that, and all I did was piss y'all off because now we
How
got to
How much
play.
did y'all beat him by the next game?
It wasn't close. I don't remember the score,
Yeah.
Steve, but I don't think it was a close. I
That
don't
look,
remember.
yeah, that look.
Oh yeah, she let it go. I was like, "That's going in."
That's a horrible feeling there, boy.
Whew.
That buzzer shit, you up.
Yeah.
One game 3 by
You're
12.
right. I think our fans actually thought we won. They didn't realize that shot went in and
what-
put New York up.
That's what it, like they wasn't even paying attention. Like, oh, we just heard the buzzer. We was already in turn-up mode.
Wow.
But let's get back to Game 4 NBA Finals. What did the Mavs do differently in Game 4 that you haven't seen from them in this series? Obviously win, but I know how your mind works, Gil, on the court.
He was gonna say something. Fly.
Score more points than them. Like, I already know.
I mean, I can go to the stats. They did absolutely nothing different.
Just made shots.
Luka had 29, Kyrie had 21, Gafford 7, Jones 5, PJ 6.
Derek Lively, though, big off the bench.
Lively came off the
In
bench.
threes, first career NBA.
Yeah, he came off the bench at 11.
A powerful 11.
Yeah. Woo, Lord
He had
Jesus.
8. So he had 8, and that shit was luck. I know it went down as 11.
No, I mean, if you they didn't do anything.
Double-double. 11, I got a double-double in the
We're
final.
telling the truth,
I'm just
Steve.
saying what they do different. I can say
Tell them to shoot one when they up motherfucking 1.
if I'm not saying if PJ.
Tell them to shoot one when the Celtics up 2 with motherfucking 3.5 minutes to go in the goddamn game tonight.
Yeah, PJ.
Okay,
Listen,
then.
PJ took 4 shots.
If he
Jones
opened,
took 4 shots. Gafford took 2 shots. So,
Yeah.
like when you say what did they do different? Nothing. They're playing the same offense.
Celtics didn't play well. Like, let's just call it what it is.
Like, I mean,
Dallas, listen, it looked from the optic, it looked like Dallas played harder. They were more aggressive. It looked like me, Boston, and kind of,
man, that's they play better defense.
just tired of whipping their ass. Like, all right,
we
we
gonna go
same,
back home. That's where it looked.
We going either way.
It really looked like they was like, they just, like you said, J. Kidd said they let go of the rope. They let go of the rope for the night.
Everyone. That's what
The
I'm
whole,
saying.
like, it started with just from the beginning, man. It just, everybody just
Like-
playing tug of war, and they was like, you know what? Y'all got it.
Like when you think about it, like no one on Boston did well. Usually someone, like the team playing well, someone's gonna have like 30 by themselves or 20. Everyone. That's
So
like
now this leaves MVP up for the real debate now, right?
You
If
know-
Jason Tatum would have came out and had 25, 30, or Jaylen Brown would have came out and had 30, and then they come in and win, you'd be like, Game 4 was the game that.
and that's what I was saying. I was like, when I'm watching, I was like, at the end of the day, whoever performs out of the two well in Game 4 puts themselves in an advantage.
Yeah.
In
Neither
Game
one of them
5
did.
because
But Brown through the first 3 seemed like it was his finals MVP to lose just the way
no,
he
that's
was
from
playing.
media
I'm just,
aspect.
well, the media, they're the ones who
Because you're not looking at Jason Tatum's numbers.
But what I'm
in
saying,
real
the media's
time.
the ones we're going to pick, and that was the whole discourse after Game 3. Oh, it's Jaylen Brown's, Tatum ain't got no shot. Now, 4, neither one of them does anything. Tatum has the better game, if you want to say that.
No, but what I'm saying is, yeah, he has a better game just for 5 points. But those
it
5
don't matter,
points,
yeah.
you know, you got one averaging 26 and 6, right? That's Tatum. He's averaging 26 and 6 in this series. And then Brown is averaging 20.75. I'm going to give him his extra 3 points.
Good job, good man.
4 and 4. Right? So, you know, it's one of those things where whatever narrative you want to use to give it to Brown, you're going to give it to him.
And
whatever,
rotate.
you know what I mean? Oh, you know, he played better defense. Okay, on a dude that's averaging 30 on him. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
That's fair.
Because they're gonna like, well, Tatum's, Brown is playing defense. Okay, but the dude averaged 30. Got it. whatever you want to use to give it is gonna be gotten. There's really not gonna be any rhyme or reason. At this point, it's like whoever you think deserve it, give it to them, unless one tonight just has, like if Tatum has a triple-double while playing well, he has it. If Brown has 28, 29, even if the other one has 28 or 29, they both did even on points.
So let's just say, hypothetically, the game is tonight. We'll all be watching. They have similar stat lines.
If they have
who do you think is getting the nod?
The media been pushing Jaylen Brown, so I think they'll give it to Jaylen Brown.
Exactly. So
even though his numbers are going to be a little slight lower.
Yeah. But they've been playing that whole defensive angle guarding Luka.
But that's the problem.
And I understand it. I'm telling you.
Like I can say, listen, if this is the narrative you're going to run, no different than Luka played great defense against the Clippers, right? We can run whatever narrative we want and cut how many slices of tape that you want to use to run a narrative. But if the dude is averaging 30, 9 and 8,
and he's the primary defender,
and you're the primary defender, you can't use the defense on that one, right? It just doesn't play well, right? You know what I mean? It just sounds weird.
Hey, good defense.
And we can.
Luka currently averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. So,
yeah, so I mean, so to use that, just be like, what he brings as a number 2 option weighs more than what Tatum brings as a number 1 option. Right? That's what I said. They're both playing down to the regular season or how they played in the last couple of rounds. So, at this point, it's you can give it to anyone.
Okay.
Right?
I would agree with that.
It's.
I agree with that. Like I said, I think the general square media discourse has been heavier on Brown, especially after winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
And what's so funny is no one's going to say he had 10, 1, and 2 last round, right? They're not going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Game 4, more or less a wash for both of them.
Yeah, you wash both of them.
Yeah, Tatum 15-5, whatever it was. But now heading into this Game 5, do you expect now with that knowledge, and we've talked about this before, I don't think either one of those guys, they're focused on winning a championship. But now does it come a situation where you see one of those guys trying to do a little bit more than they normally do to put themselves over the top in the minds of the voters?
To do that should be 3-2.
And that's...
Listen, it's
home crowd, like, hey, I got...
You know the funny part about it is the way, like if you actually look and pay attention to the offense, Jaylen is in a corner way more, like Tatum is never in that corner. So the ball really goes through Tatum, and then those extra passes, Jaylen gets the swing, he's by himself, right? So he get a lot of those, and then usually on a fast break here, get his things on. So there could be, if Tatum goes in the first quarter and he got like 15 in the first quarter, it's going to be.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown might not see that thing a whole lot.
Because he's the last one. He's usually the last
Yeah,
one.
like
I'm going to do my pick and roll, then I'm going to swing it. Remember, that swing, if what's the name is in a pick and roll, it usually goes White. It goes White, Drew, Jaylen. And then that's when Jaylen can pump fake, go to the basket, or White to Jaylen, right? It's never, Jaylen's never the boom, 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 and he's the next pass, then he gets he's always 2 or 3 passes away.
Yeah, because if Porzingis out there, motherfucker, he ain't gonna see it.
There ain't no swing. Yeah, it's Porzingis, he's shooting it. He's not swing, yeah.
Expectation, Porzingis still hurt that it'll be similar to Game 4 in terms of what to expect from him.
I mean, it's usually
did not play.
Usually it seems like Jason Tatum is more aggressive starting the game. So if he's hitting shots, he's hitting shots. I just think they personally, they settle way too much. Like, first half, Luka had 11 made shots. Boston had 10. And 6 of those was threes. So that means they had 4 layups or jumpers. Like they literally just sit on the 3-point line, chucking all of them, just chucking threes. Like,
and it seemed like the Mavs attacking the paint.
Like I'm sorry, man. I don't want no 3-point shooters. I want shot makers, right? Because Boston is clearly just showing that they are 3-point shooters. Give me people who can put the ball in the basket.
But this is what they've shown all season, and it got them the best record in the league. It has them a game away from ending the finals. So why would they, I guess, divert from that strategy now?
To go make layups? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, shooting 15 threes in a row. 0 and 15, 2 and 15.
Threes are cute. Fucking great. We got 2 of the top 5 scorers in NBA history are non-3-point shooters. Karl Malone, Kareem. Wasn't 3-point shooters. Twos. Lots of twos.
Choose.
Lots of twos.
Michael Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah.
Lots of T's.
Lots of twos. Right?
Getting to the yams.
Yeah, but
What's so funny is the best scores in today's league is mid-range and layup and a little bit of threes. Like, Curry is Curry.
Yeah.
You can't keep using unicorns to define the whole league. Like when Magic came, we need a pure point guard. Well, unless that pure point guard is going to be 6'9", then yeah, it makes sense. But what a pure point guard sitting at 5'10", it doesn't make no sense, right? Curry's a shooter. Like Shaq was, you can't mimic those, right? So you sitting there shooting 53s a game, making 15, 20,
that's bad math to me.
Because what happens is the other side is making twos. So that means they're making twos at a better rate when you're up 20 and how is it a 2-point game? Because when you went 0 for 10, they made twos caught up.
So obviously,
they caught up with the twos and the and ones.
Neither here nor there. Mavs took 4 less threes than the Celtics in that game, made 1 more, and obviously.
That's your math?
I'm just telling you, reading the stats, reading a stat sheet, hosting, trying to get my check for the day.
Yeah, Kareem,
support my family.
38,000
but
points, man.
But 11 more shots, you know what I'm saying? 51% from the field. So a large portion of those too. So get what you're saying.
Well,
but even though that's that team strategy, the Celtics strategy to take a lot of threes, Mavs shot it at a better clip anyway, so it wasn't.
So 18 of those threes came from the bench that usually don't shoot threes.
And like I said,
they never get in the game.
Was out of hand.
Yeah. So, so from the starters themselves, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 from the actual starters. So it's very, very different.
I told you, the game was a blowout. Let's talk about actually.
If I check in the game, I'm trying to get in the stat book. I ain't just gonna be out there horsing threes. I'm trying to. I scored in the final.
I'm trying to get to the bucket. I'm trying to hurry up and get these.
What?
Cheryl, what were your thoughts on Game 4?
Well, I stopped watching it at halftime.
I think a lot of people did.
Yeah, it just was. I don't know if it was Dallas necessarily did anything differently besides make shots. That helps. Or if it was more so Boston just didn't show up. You know what I mean? So really, it just was not worth watching. But to your point on 3-pointers, I think everybody, and that's men and women, it's become this thing where people are just fascinated with because it's cute. Oh my God, like, did you see that 3? And there is a difference in shooting them and making them, right? I was watching Chicago Sky and not last night, it was another game. They had a fast break, like 2-on-1. And Mabry's coming down with the ball and I forgot who it was. I think it was Gondrazic. She's filling the right lane and she literally stopped at the 3-point line. Now, this is a player that hardly ever gets in the game. Mm-hmm. She stopped at the 3-point line because she would rather shoot a 3 than to keep filling. She gonna drop it off to you and you got a layup. Like, that's the part to me, especially on a fast break. I'm like, just keep going. Take a 2. But that's where I think the game has gotten for some reason where people are like, I'm going to stop and shoot a three because people want to see me shoot a three, regardless of whether I make it or not, versus going in and getting a layup. That's mind-blowing to me.
Because the people who's pushing that narrative actually never played in the basketball game.
Let's not even talk about that.
Right, it's got a whole bunch of
No, it's true.
like even on the staff, right? The staff, like even the staff. That's just like me being on as an assistant or developmental coach, convincing dudes, hey man, shoot these threes, get these steps, no long twos, and I forbid one of them say this. Hey, you didn't shoot a lot of threes when you played like that. You didn't. Like I was like, like, yeah, you got to the free throw line 8 to 10 times. You telling me to chuck these threes? Yeah, well, the data says.
Yeah.
It just sounds stupid. Like,
So the analytics say that you should be 70-30 threes. Like, no.
you know it's bad when, as a team, half your shots is three-pointers.
Because everybody's not three-point shooters.
No,
That's the
you're
thing,
not.
right? For you to shoot that
Everybody's not
many
a
threes,
three-point shooter.
if you shoot that many threes, your whole team is subpar shooters,
Yeah.
right? I'd have been like me. I shot 77 threes in 1 year, right? Because I practiced them the year before. Like, this summer I'm gonna shoot. But if I would have consistently been out there, you'd be like, Kenyon, like, what the hell Kenyon out here
You
doing,
losing
right?
his mind.
Right? What the hell you out here doing, man?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, the 1 year, like I said, I shot 77 in one season. But after, I'm like, no, that ain't where I eat at. That ain't what I'm getting paid to do. That ain't what I'm here, like, that ain't what I made my name on. That ain't why I'm in the NBA for me to, okay, I practiced that, I worked at it, yeah. That's not why I continue to get paid. Like, that's like, no. You're not a three-point shooter, man. Like,
One of the worst things is for someone who's not a three-point shooter
to make shots.
to make the first one. Because then they're going to keep shooting them. And as a defender, I'm like, please make your first one. Because I'm going to let you keep shooting them.
Who's go? So I brought up one of my college teammates the other day, dude named Melvin Levitt. Melvin 6'3", Melvin one of the best athletes I done been around, right? Stupid bouts. Started making jump shots. People didn't know Mel could jump no more.
Wow.
Made 10 threes in one game, and it was...
Wow.
Nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same, man. Like, great athlete. Like,
Wow.
But that's that. Like, no, but you can't forget who you were. You can't forget your identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I want to be able to make shots? Absolutely. The ball come my way and I'm going to knock this bitch down, but I'm not going to be hunting them.
Yeah.
Right? If I got a wide open layup, I'm going to go take the two every time. Like, real athlete, this is another part of the game that's crazy to me. You have an athlete get an offensive rebound.
And dribble it out.
And dribble that bitch out. Or pass it out.
Yep.
Either one of them.
Yep.
Don't even look, don't even pump fake to look at them, nothing. Like an athlete. I'm like, yo, where are you going? Like, Gafford get the rebound, he don't even try to, right at the rim. Like, all you got to do is turn and jump, pick a shoulder.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Shit, fucking power dunk and jump up.
Dunk that bitch backwards. I don't do something. I'm not throwing the ball out.
Do some athletic shit.
Yeah.
Just bounce it, just
right?
jump.
Yeah.
You get up there.
You then figure out what I'm going to do with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he right here about to block. Okay, then I can pass it out. But no, but they don't even look to like, it's crazy. Like, it used to be a rule, man, with bigs. You've been a big your whole life. I've been a big. They get 2 feet in the paint. What you supposed to do with the motherfucker?
Go up.
What? You get 2 feet in the paint as a big. I've always taught as being a fan of big, you get 2 feet in the paint, man, go up.
Yeah.
Use your pump fake, but you're the closest thing to the basket, man.
Yeah,
Like, you're the biggest thing out here. You're the closest thing to the. You're the biggest thing out here and the closest thing to the basket. Why you throwing the ball out?
The closer you get, the easier it is
looking
to score.
like I'm looking at like Jared Jeffries and Antonio Daniels, right? And putting them
Non-shooters on your team.
Yeah, as a teammates to say, all right, we got to shoot 43s.
Because we definitely.
Right, we got to shoot 43s as a team, and they have to shoot threes. I'm livid. Right? Because they didn't shoot threes. So the fact that they're gonna go up there and just shoot it, even if like Jared Jeffries or Antonio Davis is open, they're gonna drive the ball, right? They're not gonna sit there and shoot it like PJ or
Because we understand our
Junior.
limitations.
Derrick Jones, yeah.
Derrick Jones Jr. Like you took 4 threes. Why? I don't give a fuck if you made 2. Why? Why? If you go in there and jump and try, who's blocking you? You see when you did all that freaky shit? Do that.
Yeah.
Right? Do that right there.
Be
Like,
athletic.
you don't need to sit there and shoot 3. That's just crazy.
Be athletic, man.
Like Luka took 8. Right? If we're gonna take 40, Luka takes 16, Kyrie takes 16. Right?
Tim
Oh, there's
Hardaway,
4 more
you a
left
shooter.
here. The whatever's left over, you sprinkle it, right? But there's not going to be like 8, 7, 5, 5, 4, 5. Like, nah, dog.
That's
That's
shit
just not going to be just chucking shit up here. Just to get a shot at what coach said. We all need to shoot some. No. I don't know what the fuck that coach said, huh?
That's like in high school. People like that. Can KJ shoot? Yeah. Why don't he? Why would he?
Why would he?
People having that shot. Can he? Yeah, absolutely. Can shoot like a motherfucker. Why don't he? Why would I? Huh? When I'm making 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 at the basket, I can jump higher than everybody in California. Why the fuck would I?
Why would I?
Man, go be athletic.
Fair
Right?
assessment.
Work on your jump shot, KJ. Yes. Kenyon, work on your jump shot, Kenyon. Yes, you're athletic. Absolutely. Told me the same shit I told him. Kenyon, you need to go work on your jump shot. KJ, you need to go work on your jump shot. But don't forget who you are.
Yep.
Right? When you get down to it, you know what you got. Go be athletic.
You go from 8 and 9 to 3 and 10.
Yeah, that's a lot different on that stat sheet, man.
It does
What?
feel different.
Your 1 make, 3 makes, and come on, man.
So let's talk a little bit about Luka. After drawing criticism for his lackluster defensive effort in the first 3 games of the finals, looked much better on that side of the ball in Game 4. Okay, I know you.
Says who?
Says the numbers, Gil. I'm just telling you the numbers. I'm merely hosting on this lovely Monday that God has blessed us with. Luka held Celtics players to 2 for 11 from the field in Game 4 when he was the primary defender.
Here y'all go with this shit again. About to get his ass, but you about to get his ass fucked up tonight. You keep doing that shit.
It ain't gonna be that bad. It's
You're
gonna
about to
happen
get his
anyway.
ass scorched, right? So
I imagine he will do that. I have nothing to do with that.
So basically, Luka's the reason that they all shot bad, huh? Just
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How many minutes did them dudes play? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Tatum 27 minutes, Jaylen Brown 27.
So how many shots did Jaylen?
10 and
10 and 12.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown 3 for 12.
Okay.
Tatum 4 for 10.
Okay. So they were 2 for 11 when he was the closest guy. Because that's what that shit means. That's, like,
I was right. That's
yeah, they talking about the prime. No, he's the fucking closest guy.
That's mine.
Yeah. Them niggas shot a wide open shot. I'm standing right here and they missed. And he got credit for it.
I just really, I knew that
Right.
that was gonna get y'all going, so I had to really.
I'm just saying, like,
It's
But
Monday.
it's the narrative. Oh, he did like they gave up, man. Whatever you thought he did out there, he didn't do none of that. Watch tonight, huh?
The best defense is a good offense.
It's gonna be whatever looked like Game 3 is gonna look like Game 5. Ain't nothing changed. You think he went down and started doing defensive slides or drills? Did he look like he was playing better defense? Was he picking up full court? No, this ain't shit changed, man.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get
A bad defensive player is a bad defensive player.
Period.
They can't go
Hey.
do slides in the summer.
Period.
Hey,
I can't.
spots and stripes, man.
Yeah.
I can't smack the
can't
floor.
change
really
it.
You
hard.
can smack it all you want.
Hey,
Yeah.
spots on the leopard.
You slapping the
stripes on
floor don't
zebra,
mean
man.
nothing.
That's the international
So as
indication
soon as you
somebody's
get
about
this,
to get cooked.
Yeah.
man, go do that shit against Gil. Or actually, go do that shit against Tyrese Max.
Right before you do one of these.
He go, what?
Yeah.
Put himself out of
Hell!
Yeah.
Like,
And the thing is that you know when someone can't play defense. So stop, not you. Not you. Stop.
yes.
Just stop with that.
Y'all seen it.
I know that's what I said. Just stop using the narrative. It's-
Yeah. No. Oh,
So,
gosh.
well, let's just talk about the Celtics in general. In 35
back this
points.
thing up. Man, let me run at him. Hey,
Yeah.
throw that, down here. Don't give a fuck what he just called. Hey, look who guarded me. Be real disrespectful. Like, Man, look who guard, man, listen, damn that. Turn 4.
Yeah, all day.
Oh, they ain't
Right.
He ain't trying to foul either.
Turn 4, man.
So
You think Luka gonna get in 6? You think Luka gonna get 6 fouls this game?
He might not ever foul out ever again.
Right. So the fact that we know he's not gonna put himself in foul trouble means he's not even gonna play defense to get in foul trouble.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, what you think? What you think they thinking? He got killed for getting fouled out with 4 minutes left. That means the first 5 minutes he's not going to try to get a foul whatsoever, which means just take him off the dribble the whole time. And even if he gets one foul, if he gets one stupid foul,
Let him get one the first 2 minutes of the
What?
game. Oh my God.
oh my God, hey yo,
Yeah.
swing it over here. What you gonna do? You gonna get in foul trouble again,
Yeah.
or you gonna just let me score?
Right in the post.
He gonna be sitting there just hoping you shoot it. He gonna hope y'all just sit there and
That's it.
chuck up threes.
That's it. That's it.
Just,
Thank you.
that's what. Oh my, I would have been a defensive specialist playing against them. Shot it, yeah. No, do another one. Do another one. You don't give a fuck about that. You ain't taking me
Talk
off the
shit to
dribble.
him. Because you'll be talking shit to him and all that.
True.
Listen, all you gotta do is contest. Listen, my thing is, dude. And I ask people I ask like people all the time, like, how many jump shots have you blocked in your life? Not a lot. So why are you trying to just contest it?
Just contest it.
Let him do all that shit he want to do. Hey man, shoot it, please. So let
Everybody wants to block. Everybody wants to
block threes. No man. All right, good.
Like unless you're a big,
box you out, man.
blocking a guard.
Yeah.
Other than that, just
Contest it.
don't even. I didn't even used to like this.
Yeah.
They used to try to do that.
It don't matter.
Hit me in the eye. And I push my face right into their hand. I foul. Your hand can't touch my face, bro. He leading with his hand. Somebody told you to.
That shit didn't work.
I know.
Well, let's talk about.
You already see the rim. By the time that motherfucker get here, you put your hand there, he already, man, listen.
That baddie,
Yeah, the baddie. I used to get him with that all the time. Take my head.
Do that.
Let's talk a little bit about Kyrie. Looked like 2 different players in the series on the road versus at home. Kai's averaging 14 points per game in Boston while shooting 35% from the field, has yet to make a 3 in Boston, 0 for 8. In games 3 and 4 in Dallas, 28 points per game, 50% from the field, 42% from 3. Which version of Kyrie do you expect to see in game 5 back in Boston?
What do you
So how you been playing in Boston?
Can he figure it out, Gil? That's my point.
I'm just asking how?
Game 5 elimination, backs against the wall now. His mind is used to the obscenities being hurled at him. He's already he's comfortable now. It's gonna be a more on that 14 side.
Yeah, I hate to say it, man. This, jeez.
Can you ask your favorite player?
It's one of them.
You don't think he's going to show up tonight?
He's going.
He gonna show up. Yeah, he playing. They got.
He'll be on the team bus.
They got him in the lineup.
His uniform will be in the locker and all that.
Kyrie is going to do Kyrie things tonight.
Listen, he's one of the biggest
I hear you.
Kyrie fans there is.
I love Kyrie. But what?
I'm praying
I hear a but.
that it's different. It's like the guy that just played at home game, but he ain't played with that. I don't know if it's the fans up there, what they saying to him, if he putting too much on himself, trying to play well up there. It's a combination of it all, but it didn't look good.
No, it didn't.
It looked like he was pressing.
No, it didn't.
It didn't
That's
look.
why I think he's going to show up tonight. Not just get on the bus.
He gonna be in uniform.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's going to show up in the sense of he's going to get his shots up because that's the offense. Right? The offense is only these two taking 20-plus shots. So even if he didn't want to show up, he can't take no less than 18.
True.
That's just, it's either, he going to have a good.
Either he going to make him or he ain't.
Yeah, he going to make him or miss him, but he has to get 18 up because the other guys are not even part of this offense to even. So if he decided, I'm going to just take 10, he might as well just get ready to do one of these. Because confetti going to be in his face. just get the confetti out your face because that's all that's going to happen.
Hey, man. them people gonna talk so much shit to this man tonight, dog.
Yeah.
They close this shit out
left,
tonight.
boy.
What? They close this shit out tonight. Him and the best thing they can do if it ain't close, send him to the back before it's over.
Damn.
Send him to.
Before it's over.
Damn.
No, they ruthless. Sure.
Like,
I don't know if you sure. They ruthless. I've been to playoff game. I've been up there when we was up 20-something, 22 going in the fourth, and they came back or some shit, and they beat us. Yeah. I done played in a lot of loud places. That's probably the loudest I've ever heard. And some of the shit them people were saying us, and we end up closing them out the next game on their home floor. So you know me, I'm right back at you. But when they came back, it's loud and brutal in there. They are ruthless. So they gonna
For him not to get like messed with is this has to be, it has to look the same way. What it looked like game 4 has to look like game 5, where it's such an ass whooping.
Yeah, that is.
That
the focus is off field.
The fans is just not, the hype is gone because we won, right? We're up 25 or 30 in the fourth. Now we're just waiting for the time to tick down. So we just sitting there just, and then the last minute, we standing up because, if the bench players is in, no one's really interested. But if this is going down and that building is like going in that last 4 or 5 minutes,
But no, that's what I'm saying. If it's a blowout and he has center bench, take him to the back. Don't let him sit there because they go abusing. Right, the fans are sitting right around the little area. Right around the bench.
We got the video after game 2 of Kyrie telling Boston fans he'll be back for 5. See you
That's
guys.
cool. Yeah.
And he is a man of his word.
Yeah.
A man of his word.
Yeah. I see you in game 5.
I'm pretty sure we will too.
Yeah, but he didn't think they was gonna be down 3-1. that statement there.
That felt like a 2-2
statement.
It's a 22.
Coming back 3-1.
Yeah. It's different.
It's a different story.
It's different.
So
yeah, you come back for game. You got a chance to win, absolutely, because they can Boston. We know they lost to Cleveland at home in the playoffs, so they can very well much let one go at home. We know that, but.
So that brings me to my next question. How nervous should Celtics fans be if they don't win tonight? Now the series has to go back to Dallas. Yeah, I see your fat guy.
Go back to Dallas and we're going to have the extender, baby.
I'm looking at history and it says...
it got to be one. There's always
0 and 100 and...
Oh, no, we ain't saying win it.
52, I'm good. I'm fine.
156 and 0.
I'm chilling.
It's forced to game 6 back in Dallas. And then we're going to have Scott Foster there as game 6. They go. Have to go back
805.
No, this shit over.
It's over.
I think it's over. But
okay, well let's
going to Boston with closeout game. It's gonna be tough, man.
Well,
they're not gonna play that way 2 games.
Yeah, I'm saying Boston didn't play well.
They're not gonna play that way 2 games in a row. The energy, the effort, like some of the wide open dunks and layups and shit that they were getting threes. They're not gonna do that shit.
I don't think Adam Silver wants to keep flying back and forth. He's like, I got better shit to do than keep going back.
Get rid of
They got rid of this free agency.
Fucking draft.
It's not doing good enough numbers for me to be doing this.
Yeah, I ain't got time to fly here. Now I gotta go book someone in Dallas. Then gotta book something to come back now. Let's just go ahead and.
So you think the series ends tonight?
You see him on the phone?
I do. I think it's over.
It's over. Okay.
But I do think if Boston doesn't close it out tonight,
it's gonna be a little
real interesting.
Yeah, Boston don't close this shit out tonight. It's definitely 7.
It gets real interesting.
They don't close out tonight. It's going 7.
I'm an agent of chaos. I would love to see the Mavs come back just for the jokes.
I would love to see it.
Just for the jokes, Gil. Somebody got to break the streak.
Somebody got to do it.
I'd love to see it.
And
I'd like to see it in our lifetime.
Oh, wow. Because stranger things have happened in sport. Like in recent history.
I can tell you this.
It can be done.
If Dallas comes back to win with the 2 players, that's it. That's all they got. 2 players. With the 2 players they got, that's it. Just a hot dog, bread, no condiments. I mean, there's no condiments on this team. There's no condiment. Not one of them can say, no one can say, I'm ketchup waterman. Ain't no relish. None of them. Right? This ain't no Chicago dog.
Oh my God.
It's that plain shit they eat at the goddamn contest. Right, so the fact that
They got water.
they got hot dog bread, water.
Meat, bread, and water.
All right, well,
Dipping the ball in that water.
that's some of the nasty.
But I'm just saying, like, let's just be honest.
Nigga, enjoy the hot dog.
Even during the blowout,
Oh my God.
even during the blowout, the 3 starters still play the same.
Oh shit.
Well,
Oh my
let's-
God.
Like, so think about what I'm saying.
That was bad.
If we blew them out,
That
the
was
3
bad.
starters with them still
Oh my
scored
God, that was
5, 7, and 6. Like, not one of them played. Like, not one of them had 20 or 15 or 7.
Shit.
I did notice that. I want you to get. All right, let's keep this thing moving. A lot of big things going on in the W right now. But let's show some love to a few players out there cooking with hibachi time. We ain't done hibachi time in a minute. Oops, see, I just want to make sure the lights still work. Yeah, you paid the light bill. God is good. Make sure, as always, show's brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $250 in bonus
Go for
cash.
this bitch, I'm
plus
telling
a
you.
special
Oh, man,
pick
this
'em.
is crazy.
What's going on?
It's a shoe shop.
What happened?
Oh, somebody untying shoes?
Yes.
I didn't touch your
Is
shit.
it always
No.
untied when?
No, it's consistently.
Hey, we got
Somebody in
the
here, man.
tape. We
I'm
gotta
like,
go
I
back and
didn't
watch.
touch
I'm gonna start watching the tape just to see, like.
It's
When does it happen?
There's somebody sitting right next to you.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about
Just, and I'm the only my shoe did nobody else's. I be sitting there looking like.
I tucked mine in.
Me too. So
Let's talk about my favorite hooper, Asia Wilson. So despite the Aces' struggle to start the season with floor general Chelsea Gray sidelined with a foot injury, Asia Wilson has been balling. Reigning Finals MVPs averaging 28 points, 12 rebounds, nearly 3 blocks per game. Recently set a WNBA record with 8 straight games of 25 or more points, which was snapped in the loss to Liberty at home on Saturday. So the loss drops the Aces to 6-6 on the season. After the game, an emotional Wilson had this to say.
I want to be the best teammate because that's how I get the best out of my team. So when it comes to wins, losses, when I tell you I break this game down piece by piece because I don't want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise. It is hard as shit. It is hard as shit because there's tons of people that want to break you down. Great teams in this league that are going to try to come after you every single night. But when it comes to taking accountability, I have no problem in that because I want to be great. I want to be great for my teammates. So yes, it can start in practice. Yes, it starts in training camp. Yes, it starts in the wins and the losses. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to challenge myself and my teammates every single day. Because when you're talking about greatness, it starts with consistency. Everybody can be good here and there, but who can be great every single game, every possession? And that's what I'm striving for. And it's hard as shit. I promise y'all, it's hard as shit. But promise you, I'm not going to back down. So it starts with me, and it's going to always be with me because I have 11 other women in that locker room that I need to pull greatness out of.
So Aces have already lost 6 games this season, which matches their total losses for all of last season. So Sheryl, what's your reaction to seeing Asia like that this early in the season? See this Aces squad struggling after looking to now go back to back to back.
I mean, Asia's not the problem, obviously.
I mean, looking from those numbers.
No, I mean, I can appreciate how she feels and what she's saying in trying to do everything she can possibly do to pull that out of her teammates, right? They're missing something. And it's not Chelsea Gray, right? When Chelsea comes back, I think everybody knows what Chelsea's gonna do. But I also think every other team right now, though, they're playing better. But for her to say it's hard as shit to be able to repeat, yes, it is. So other teams and other players are figuring out the weaknesses that the Aces have, and they're exploiting them. Listen, I'm maybe second biggest Asia Wilson fan. You said you're the first.
I just said I'm one.
A big
That's
fan.
my favorite player.
I don't know. She absolutely has to get some help from somewhere, though. For them to be sitting where they are right now with 6 losses, which is tied for the total losses they had last year, there's something missing that the Aces don't have right now. And I don't know what it is.
Think it's hangover?
So, you said hangover?
Championship hangover.
Championship hangover.
You know, I was talking to someone earlier. What I saw last year with the Aces from day one was we are going to repeat, right? Like they had that extra something, like grit, that something, like we're going to go win another championship. This year, I don't, and not from Asia, I don't see that from everybody on the team. Kind of like we won too, so we're good.
Yeah, but
and I do
be the greats though. The greats not gonna never be complacent.
Never ever.
Right?
Never
She's
ever.
never gonna be complacent.
No.
She's gonna do what she do, but you think it's the group that has.
I agree. I do think when Chelsea Gray is playing and Chelsea's on the floor, Chelsea has that. But right now you're asking either Jackie Young or Kelsey Plum to play point, and that's not what they do. That's just not their role. But I think there are players who don't know how to have it, to bring it year after year, day after day. And I think that's where the Aces are right now. And Asia getting emotional in that video, to me, is absolutely she wants to be the best teammate for her teammates, but I think it's a little bit of frustration.
Does she feel like she's letting them down?
No.
Whoa,
She's not letting them down. But like frustration,
No help.
like, right. Like where is everybody? Like what y'all doing?
I'm trying to make y'all great.
Yeah.
You at the club?
Yeah.
Y'all still at the day bar? Because you lost to the same team. You lost to, like, that's where they played in the championship. And they lost to them twice this year, right?
To New York?
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, that's who they're going to face. And, you know, every loss is more confidence to them. So
For sure.
But they are back-to-back champs, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the team is like, yeah, we'll kick it in when we kick it in. And I'm thinking she's in that frustrating part. Well, let's not do that against it. Let's beat them. Like, we want to fuck off against somebody else, just not them.
Yep.
Right? We shouldn't be losing to them.
Well, that's giving New York more confidence, too.
you know, it's...
And a lot of people, and probably the Aces themselves, everybody's like, well, as soon as Chelsea gets back, it'll change. But first of all, no one knows when that's going to be. But even when she comes back, it's going to take some time for Chelsea to be Chelsea. So, am I worried about the Aces? I'm not worried about Asia. I'll put it that way.
Well, she's doing her thing. So
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's talk about yourself. Your comments repeated. How much did the pressure to win intensify during that championship run from year to year to year?
You know, I talk about it being a little different because honestly, I don't think any of us, myself, Coop, Tina, Jeanette, like I don't think we felt it as pressure, right? Like we gotta win again. I think it was more about confidence in we are going to win again, you know, and it just, we were just, I don't know, maybe we were built a little different because we were all like, listen, I don't care about what anybody else is doing, saying, I care about this group right here. And every single one of us understood what it was going to take for us to make sure that we were able to repeat. And that's where I think Asia's frustration is coming in. Cause she's balling. She's doing what she's supposed to do and then some. But it's like, who else is coming along with me? Like why are we losing these games and even losing some games that they shouldn't be losing?
So what would you say to Asia to relate to her teammates?
One thing I don't want Asia to do is put that kind of pressure on herself, right? Where she is getting emotional because she's frustrated. Like, what can I do? Because from a leader standpoint, which is exactly what she is, there is nothing else she can do as far as playing. And I absolutely know that the players respect her. Like sometimes it's just about getting in their face, like, listen. Seriously, like, what the fuck? Like that's it. She has the players who they have the talent, but it's just sometimes it's about, listen, you can't be all like, it's all right. We gonna get there. You know what I mean? It's gotta be either you gonna get it done or we need to find somebody else that can. And I think, because I know the Aces just waived Emma Cannon, who wasn't playing, and then they brought in Jessica Carter, I think, who was at training camp. Like right now, I think Becky and the GM, they're like trying to find that other piece that they're missing right now. So I don't know.
I got no. We used to winning, and and then look at a certain way, being dominant, but they got a target on their back too as well. So they should know that as well. They're gonna get every team's best shot like they did last year. But you got to know that. Yeah, meeting the challenge, meeting the expectations of being great. And that's what your fan base and other people are thinking of you because you've proven that. Just go out and hoop. But you got to look yourself in the mirror. And there's nothing wrong with tough love in the locker room. There's nothing wrong with being challenged by your teammates. So people listen to the message the way that's being delivered.
Yeah.
And not the message sometimes when somebody only trying to help you. So if I ask you what the fuck you doing or what it's take the fuck out of it in the same
Right.
statement,
Well, and that's
right?
also
It's the same
because I
statement.
know how good you can be.
Yeah.
Right? You've shown all of us that. So that's what that means. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, let's start taking this more personal. Right?
Yeah.
Let's start taking how we did before we won our first one, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how you take a wrench out, one player out, and then it just messes up everything. And I don't think, like you take Chelsea out and then everything gets shifted because what ends up happening is now two other people have to make up for Chelsea, which is weird because now you're trying to make up for her, someone has to make up for you, and they're not capable of doing that. It seems like it's easier to try to find someone that's not in a rotation to pass the ball around than me having my score-only guard try to be a point guard because I can't find a scoring-only guard on my bench.
True.
So it's easier to say, all right, you two stay where y'all, we're just gonna have somebody come in and give y'all the ball. Just play a little defense, give y'all the ball, and that just seems more realistic than trying to shift everybody and not realizing, one, they're not Chelsea.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah. Once she becomes Chelsea, there's no Plum.
Yeah, yeah.
Just.
Well, because to me, Kelsey Plum is at her best when someone is setting her up versus her having to be that player to try and set everybody else up. That's not her game. Jackie Young is a scorer. Jackie Young's not a point guard, right? That's what Chelsea Gray does. She gets everybody where they're supposed to be. She's gonna get the rock where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. And when they need that, like Asia's a leader, but leadership from a point guard is just different. And that, to me, is what they're missing with Chelsea Gray not being on the floor.
Well, we will see how it works out for the rest of the season.
Champ.
It's hard. It's hard to hard to repeat. It's hard to three-peat.
Yeah, it is.
You have the only team, I believe, in WNBA history to three-peat. The Sparks. What?
Quad.
Three-peat, four-peat.
No. See, now we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. You take the higher of the two.
Yeah, you know
right? Don't call me no all-star.
You know I always round up.
Right? We're not going to talk about three-peat, quad-peat.
You know I repeat.
Three-peat is what they could possibly
to win
do.
more than two in a row.
Quad.
Which you did
four in a row.
Yeah, right? It's not 3-4 in a row. It's 4 in a row. Yeah, it's back to back to back.
Yeah, you lucky direct deposit coming.
I'm just saying. Don't do that media shit where you try to dilute You know, because that's what they do. They die.
I round up on this couch.
Well, you did
Ain't
round
be
it
no,
up.
you know, I
You did round it up.
It's we.
Hey, 65-5. Don't be like the 3 people to 40 plus 5-5. No motherfucker, it's 65-5, right?
Nobody done did that.
65-5. Don't dilute my
That's what
shit
it is.
to put somebody else in there.
Thank you.
That's real.
You know, I gotta respect the 4.
I appreciate that.
Or Pete. I'm just saying how difficult. Just point out how difficult it is in the W.
Only people to win 2 or 4.
If you rounding up, you gotta go all the way to the 4.
Yeah, round all the way up.
She's in select company.
I was making my way there. No,
Very few in that like riding that car.
So let's move on. So after slipping to the 7th pick in the WNBA draft, Angel Reese has been playing with a chip on her shoulder this season. Reese is the first rookie in her class with 100 points, 100 rebounds this season. And on Sunday, Reese tied the WNBA rookie record with her 6th straight double-double. She has 7 double-doubles in 12 games this year. So far this season, she's averaging 12.2 points, 10 rebounds, close to 2 steals per game in 30 minutes. We're going to say 2 steals because we round up on this couch. So, Sheryl, before the season started, you said you thought Angel would be a good pro. You didn't think she would come into the league, immediately dominate. I'm not saying she's dominated, but what are your thoughts on Angel's rookie season so far?
For me, if Rookie of the Year was picked today, I give it to Angel.
Okay.
There's still stuff about her game that I'm like, I wish she would have stayed another year. And that is just from an offensive standpoint of working on her post game, working on her post moves. I do think that'll come with time. The stuff that, to me, the stuff that Angel brings is, one, she gonna play hard, period. No matter who they're playing. And Kenyon, you can speak to this. Rebounding is about effort. And I want it more than you, and I'm just gonna go get it. That is the best part of Angel's game right now. And I think she's averaging a double-double.
Yes. 12 and
That's
10.
impressive. That's impressive for anybody, let alone a rookie, to come in and do that. So I have been very impressed with what Angel's been able to do with and for the Chicago Sky so early on in the season. No doubt.
And what do you think about her just kind of, like she's embraced it, but this kind of villain role and how that squad is kind of looked at? I think they play hard, they play physical, they're going to do what they do.
I don't even know what to say right now because I am frustrated. Like, I'm frustrated with it because, like, I know a lot of people are like, it's not black and white, it's not a race thing. But is it?
I think based on some of the discourse that's been going on in the league and some of the people who didn't previously watch the WNBA that are now very opinionated about it, it could be interpreted as such.
You know, I would like to think, and this is probably all of us, basketball is a physical sport. It just is. And I think what people are doing or saying when it comes to Angel Reese, when it comes to Kennedy Carter, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, I think it's coming from people who don't really know the game and don't understand basketball. But I also think Angel herself has handled the criticism, has handled all the not so good stuff that's coming her way. I think she's handled it very well for a rookie, I don't know, how old is Angel, 22 maybe? I think she's handled it very well.
Yeah, 22, turned 22.
Yeah, it just,
All the stuff she went through LSU, prepared her for.
And my thing is, like, all of that stuff happened before she even, got to the pros. But
she had to play she was a villain then, a lot of people might.
Yeah.
Her coming in now, playing with a team that probably already has some of that and where the city that they playing in, and it's a lot of it, man.
Well, and listen, I think if I look at the roster, like, they're a predominantly all-black team. They have one player, Marina Mabry, I think, if I can think of the roster, right? And I don't think that should be a question. I don't think that should be an issue. But in this world we live in today, and when you look at just all the ugly comments and stuff on social media, when people talk about Angel and Kennedy and the Chicago Sky team, it's a lot of ugly comments. So the reason why I say I think she's handled it well is because when you see the stuff that's coming her way, she could handle it totally different. And I think she tries to keep it all basketball.
Like the villain role, I thought it was perfect for college because it's college basketball. Coming into the WNBA, you, Caitlin, Brink, all you guys were looked at the same.
No, they weren't.
In a sense, you guys are coming in with money we haven't touched. Right, these girls, NIL deals, they were coming in with a different aura than previous. So really, they were all technically enemy number one. Yeah, she's enemy number one, but Angel, you're number two. You're number two enemy, and I don't know if, I don't know.
Well, who's giving her the villain role in
herself?
I think it started with the championship game, or when all of this shit,
it
right?
Absolutely
because that's when it started.
Because
it did start there.
That's what I'm saying, because it was them two.
Yeah.
Now when they're coming into the draft.
People don't know how to separate it.
Because at the end of the day, y'all coming in with money that these girls, NILs, y'all coming in with deals that wasn't given here. So from the outside, they're looking at all you guys in the same sense. Yeah, she's target number one, but big girl, you're target number two too.
No,
so we're coming at you. We're coming at you also.
No.
Remember, she was the first one to get body slammed.
Listen, but there's no target though. Like that, I know everybody's like, well, you're targeting Caitlin, you're targeting Angel, you're targeting Cam, you're targeting Rakia, you're targeting Kate. Like, I don't think targeting is the right word.
Okay, we're bringing our best game against you guys.
You're supposed to.
Because the eyes is against you.
You're supposed to. Listen, but Gil, that's not even about that. For me, sorry, that's not even about being a rookie. That's about, listen, I don't care who it is, rookie, vet, whatever. You're supposed to bring your best game against Kenyon every night. No?
You are, but so this is what, so we spoke on this other day, I don't know, last week before. And me being the number one pick, right? Certain nights I felt when I was playing certain guys that, like, you didn't play this hard last night, dude.
You probably.
Right, you didn't.
Yeah.
I watched the game, dude. You wasn't doing all that. So I felt it at, not everybody, but I felt it at times in my rookie year. Well, you extra strong tonight, dog. Right? It's harder foul at times. As me being a rookie and me being the number one pick, but it wasn't everybody. And I'm pretty sure Caitlin feels that way, Angel they all feel that way, but
well, good.
Yes, no, but it teaches you. It's a learning experience, right?
Yeah, because there's my question.
So for me, it made me listen. Okay, that's why y'all are. It's gonna make me play fucking harder.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So therefore, like I said on the show, no, then I'm gonna hit you first.
Yeah.
That was just my mentality. Oh, I see how this shit going. So when I see you again, I'm gonna get you. That was just the way I came into it because I know the way you played me the first time I saw you, how you. So, but that's just the mentality and the player. But it ain't just.
Well, so when you were a vet and rookies came in.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm just saying, did you not play hard against?
Yeah.
For me, it's not about whether you're a rookie or not. Like
that's for you. That's for you. Because y'all gonna compete no matter what. No matter who it is, you want to bust somebody's ass. You want to get the best of them no matter what.
For sure.
So, because ain't nobody will ever be able to say rookie, vet, 2 years, 6 years, 15, ain't gonna be able to come out and say, shit, I bust Sheryl, then you ain't gonna never give nobody that.
And that's a pride thing for me.
And that's individual,
No,
right?
But I hear you.
Your teammate might see the rookie and be like, well, I might not. Go ahead, rook, or I might. Today the rookie. It might be either one with your teammate. Right? For me, I'm I'm gonna treat the rookie and the person with no name the same. With the name and everybody the same.
Here's the thing for me.
Same as you.
When you hear people, and it's a whole lot of them, say things like, well, they shouldn't be playing that hard against Caitlin. What?
They ain't never played.
No,
let me finish.
No, not that part.
No, but let me finish. Because that has been said. They should be grateful. They should be thankful. They shouldn't go hard against her. Bullshit.
Yes.
Because my question is that what y'all do? When, not you, I'm just saying, when a rookie or even if it's a player from overseas, whoever, when they come into the league and you're looking at them like, oh, well, that's a rookie, so let him or her just do what they want to do because they're a rookie. And when you start talking about being a villain or being targeted, it was an uproar and outrage when Kennedy Carter hip-checked Caitlin. Was that a basketball play? Absolutely not. Was Kennedy wrong? 100%.
Was it a hard hit? Hell
It was not as hard as people say. So my point is, but it was everywhere for a whole week. That's what people wanted to talk about. Black, white, brown, male, female. When Alyssa Thomas clotheslined Angel and took her out, she didn't take her out, but you know what I mean. That was worse than what Kennedy did.
Facts.
But where was the uproar? Where was the uproar? I didn't see it on SportsCenter. I didn't see Stephen A. talking about it. Nowhere. Nowhere.
I know why.
But my thing is, tell me why.
One's a villain.
Who?
The one who says she's a villain. If Draymond gets clotheslined.
Well, I didn't hear her say she's a villain when she came to the league. I heard her say that when she was in college.
No,
You're talking about Angel.
Like she wore the Joker shoes yesterday. But what I'm saying is if Draymond right now gets clotheslined by somebody, there's no uproar. There's not going to be an uproar. One, she physically can handle herself, right? When you look at Angel, you're like, eh. If they had a one-on-one fight, everyone's going to pick Angel. Everyone's picking Angel, right? The way she plays the game is a rugged style. Like she's built for, let's combat. Let's go out here, combat, put her hard hats on. I don't care who it is. One damn near sprained her ankle against a fan trying to celebrate with her team. Let's not forget that, right? One's a flopper. We know that, right? We understand this. Like we pretend that this not. Running with the fan came, flipped all on the floor. They wanted to suspend, like before we get to the W, they wanted to suspend celebration in college.
I remember all of that.
Because she twisted her toe muscle, right? Let's just be honest.
Talking about after Iowa lost that game, she collided with the other.
Yeah, she collided with the fan that she purposely pushed. Right, so one is built for, right, taking flops and stuff. That's just the way she's built her game. So any contact she feels, she's gonna flop a little bit, right? And that's how she sells certain fouls. But with Angel, she's rugged, right? She's a rugged girl, right? She's built for trying to bully. She's a bullier, right? No one feels sorry for the bullier.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh no!
I'm just saying, like.
But she has that advantage. She has the advantage of like an Allen Iverson or a Curry because they're light. They can hit you, do all the little cheap stuff. You hit them, they're gonna flop and fall. That's just the benefit of being a guard, right? If Lexi goes in there and gets hit, the little hit gonna sound hard. Right? So I don't look at it more like any of these plays are unnecessary. No, right? If you go across the league, it's the same hit. Just when Shaq hits a guard, it just seems a little harder than him hitting Kenyon, right? It's not he hit me, hit Kenyon, I'm gonna get hurt, right? I'm gonna feel it, right? So that's just part of the game. So saying the game is too rough. Not really, because Angel's going to take more pounding. She's going to get hit harder.
Gil, we had a breakthrough.
Gil, good job, Gil.
I saw it in your head. I saw it real time.
It's going to be a little more physical than what's the name? It's just one of them things is I don't think Angel herself needs to be a villain anymore. You don't need that role. right? You're in a position where there doesn't need to be a villain. You came in with a class. This is no different than like let's say LeBron, D Wade, Carmelo. Everybody's looking at y'all like lunch meat. When Asia goes and plays, oh, you the double girl. What's happening? Right? This ain't no Caitlin Clark kid. What's happening? Guard me. The only rival comes when they play each other. You know what I mean? It's like
That's not true.
It's old. This is old news. This is
That's not true.
no, but it's not. But it's reality. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is only a thing when they play each other. Other than that, they all have their own battles, and I don't think that's like somebody was like, well, Caitlin had 20,000 in Mystics. Angel had 10,000. She did her thing. She usually got 4. She came in, bringing an extra 6.
And they capped it at 10.
They capped it at 10. So
Yeah,
everyone
but-
has their, like I think everybody keeps, because it's like they came as because they were known together, even though both of them was popular before they even collided.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were both popular before they collided, and I think just that collide made both of them together in a sense. And I think when we're referencing one, we want to reference the other. When at this point in time, they're two different entities, right? They're both doing what they came here to do. They're changing the game in their own way. Fashion, shooting threes, double. They're all doing their own thing. I don't know why we keep using these two to.
And it's not just those two, right? Like Cam Brink is doing her thing with the Sparks. Rakia Jackson, to me, who no one's really talking about. Rakia Jackson is doing her thing whenever she gets playing time, right? I can even go to the Aces, Kate Martin, who says, I went to the draft to cheer on Caitlin and was hoping to hear my name. But like what Kate Martin is doing for the Aces, like people should even be talking about her more. You know what I mean? For me, like the narrative though is tiring.
Because it's what we always say, show me to cut you off. People they're not
You can cut
watching
me
the
off.
games. Right? They're not watching the games to know nothing but what the highlights tell them or what the popular story is, right? You ask the people that's writing about it to have these comments, they're not watching WNBA games. They don't know what K Martin is doing. They don't know nothing about,
No.
you know what I'm saying? Have no clue. They don't know what Kid Jackson I heard
Well,
doing.
and they
have
don't wanna
no
know.
clue, right? Because it's not getting clicks. It's not getting people to tune in.
You talk about the narrative, so we got to talk about a situation from the Fever Sky game on Sunday. So we got the clip here. Angel Reese had the internet going nuts. Flagrant foul.
Give me that though. Izzy said, give me that. Sorry.
So despite what some are trying to make this out to be, Reese appears to be going for the ball before making contact with Clark's head. Play was initially called a common foul before being upgraded to a flagrant one after official review. So we got the different angles. You see her staring at the ball the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, and for me, I'm gonna break down the video and always look and be like, was it one of these? And no, I'm literally trying to beat it. In real time, watching that clip, you see what it is.
That's just, Angel's not dirty. Like she doesn't she's not a dirty player.
But after that play, though, that's what the play happened in the third quarter. That's what the discourse was. Everybody jumping and hopping in. After the game, both Reese and Clark discussed the play and seemed to be on the exact same page.
It's a basketball play. I can't control the refs. They affected the game obviously a lot tonight. So, can't.
But did look at it, but like you were going for the ball.
I mean, I'm always going for the ball, but y'all gonna play that clip what 20 times before Monday?
She ain't
So,
She ain't lying.
We don't work in TV, so I'm not gonna play it anymore. But
I mean, this clip gonna get out somewhere. I know.
What's going through my mind is I need to make these 2 free throws. That's all I'm thinking about. It's just a part of basketball. It is what it is. Just trying to make a play on the ball and get the block. But yeah, I mean, it happens. And those free throws when you have to shoot them with nobody at the line are kind of hard. So it's a little different than having people at the line. So I was just trying to focus on making those.
So we've seen what the internet has done in the aftermath of that play. Are people overreacting to that flagrant foul?
Listen, if it wasn't this play, it would have been something else. Oh, she elbowed or got a little tweak here. I mean, I don't see anything bad with what's going on, and here's why. How many people got drafted with Magic and Bird, right?
A grip.
But it was about Magic and Bird, right? When Jordan came in, remember, Barkley was drafted too, nobody cared. Dream was drafted, nobody cared. John Stockton was drafted, right? It was one of the best draft class, but when it was Michael Jordan moving forward. So right now, there's a bunch of, rookies that's playing well, but there's only 2 that's coming in with celebrity attached to it. So that's the only stories, right? We can post about the other ones and, we get 10,000 views. We post these 2, 100,000 views. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just keep sticking with these 2, right? No matter how many times I got to flip the narrative to make the narrative, it is what it is. Like I even seen this. On a Wednesday, they had Caitlin Clark 1, Reese 2, Keita 3, Brick 4, right? As the rookie ladder. 2 people played. Angel Reese had a double-double. Brick played, and she was 2 for 10. No, 1 for 10, right? Had 2 points. She had less than 12 hours later, she was number 1. And Caitlin was 6. But Caitlin never played. Right? So I'm like, but people seeing her number 6, click, 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 click. Right? They're just playing to it. And then, we're gonna throw Angel up there. Click, 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 click. She's back number 1. Click, 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 click. Right? So it's just this is it, right? It's not going anywhere, right? Their celebrity came from college to now, and these are the clicks. One gets hit, no one's gonna say anything. It's like they're manipulating the views because they know we just promote one side, the other side's gonna get mad. It's just gonna keep flip-flopping it. So it doesn't matter. She knew it. Hey, this is gonna be, y'all gonna play, 20 times before the weekend?
Of course she knew it.
Right?
But, it's the clip they want to post because they're going to get all these likes and reposts, but that's a basketball play. Mm-hmm. She hit her in the head, so of course it should be upgraded to a flagrant 1. Refs looked at it, they upgraded it. Can we keep playing basketball? My thing is, every time Caitlin gets fouled, we can't make it seem like she was assaulted. But I'm just fouling is a part of basketball. Mm-hmm. You can look at a whole lot of different games and players and clips and Asia Wilson when they played Dallas. Asia had a bloody nose, a black eye. She got ill. It's basketball. And then when you hear Angel talk about it, you hear Caitlin talk about it, both of them were like, Angel's like, listen, I'm gonna always go for the ball. I agree with you, she's not a dirty player, and Caitlin says it was a basketball play. But then you go to social media and immediately, oh my goodness, she's trying to take her out. She should be suspended. And who are you? Mm-hmm. And what did you do?
But that's the fan base. That's everyone's fan. That's, what I mean? Even when Angel got hit, there was an uproar.
No, it wasn't.
No, not
for Angel.
For Angel was
her fans.
Her fans. Oh yeah, no, her fans was mad as hell, right?
Y'all ain't talking
and
about.
Then, but everyone wait for her response. I'm a rookie. You know what I mean? So she's cool.
But it's almost like you hear Caitlin say, you hear Angel say that, and to the fans nah, we don't care.
Right.
We don't care that you said it was a basketball play too, Caitlin.
Well, it's almost like, Caitlin, no, don't say that, because we got you.
And that's what it is.
We're gonna respond.
And that's a tricky thing, because remember, she's played 4 years in college, right? She understands who she is. She understands her movement. So she knows all she has to say is the same thing all the time. Oh, great basketball play. Right? No matter what she's thinking, great basketball play, play on ball. Because she knows it don't matter what I say, it's going to play the way it's going to play, right? And now, if I'm her while I'm playing, obviously, anytime you touch me is going to be a big deal, so I'm going to do more flopping. What I care for. I'm going to come around, you get close to me, I'm going to flop, get my foul, I'm shooting my free throws, I'm getting my points.
So, help me understand why. When you say there was an uproar, right? Yeah, for people, Angels fans and things like that. Help me understand why. I think I know, but I want to hear your response and yours. Why like a Stephen A. Smith? It was that important to you to run the Kennedy Carter hip check, right? That was everywhere. But yet, you didn't even discuss what Alyssa Thomas did to Angel Reese. I'm just asking.
The script, it's what it's what wants to be pushed into the news cycle, right? It's no different than
Let's go get the most people to click on
yeah,
this.
that's all, right? This ain't even about like real information anymore. It's about like the Laker job, right? You know, we're in the middle of the what's the name, but the Laker job is this important, right? Hurley and JJ, like no, these things. Wait, we don't even have to worry about this right now. But that's where the click is gonna go. So when they're sitting there and they're going through a rundown, and they're looking at, all right, what was how many views did this hit get?
No, but then I put it on him too as well, though.
So it ain't get, and that's why I say you can't really, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Is a grain of salt?
Grain of salt, yeah.
Take it with a grain of salt, right? That's just, that's media today.
But it is. I agree with you. But
it could be the script, Gil. Yes, like.
But it is on him too.
I'm saying you go on a production meeting. Cool, but he like on ESPN, that's one thing. But he said he has his own platform.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow. I don't watch. I don't know if he did, if he didn't. But
just like anything, even if it's not in the script, we bring it up, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah, absolutely. So that's on us to bring.
He has ex-WNBA players on there.
On what?
On First Take.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying when he goes to First Take,
well, every now and again
they can.
Yeah.
They can pretty much. I ain't saying they can dictate what he talk about.
Okay, now
at First Take.
Now let's.
His Stephen A's podcast, he's probably can. It's more freedom to.
Now, what are you supposed to say with Alyssa? She got kicked out that game, right?
She got ejected.
Yeah. What does the narrative? What would we want this narrative to be against Alyssa?
Well,
you got to be careful with that too, because she is bona fide.
Well,
so
my thing is, I wouldn't even. I'm not even talking about the narrative being about Alyssa, but if you're talking about rookies, players being targeted, then you have that conversation about, well, this is what Alyssa Thomas did. So is Alyssa Thomas jealous of Angel and mad at Angel and a hater of Angel? That's because that's what the narrative is, right? Anytime a basketball play happens towards Caitlin, it's because players are envious, they're targeting her, they're jealous, they're haters, they're racist. I keep going on and on. So why isn't that the narrative when something happens to Angel like that? Anyway.
It's more like if it's the villain, right? It's just like, that's what I said. If Draymond got hit right or choked right now, nobody's gonna run it as much as they did when he was choking, right? So if he gets choked right now, everybody be like, eh. In other news, Klay Thompson's free agent, right? That's just how it's gonna be. Is because it's like, it's more the style. Like if Angel decide to pander to how she's being hit, people will start like, yeah, she is getting picked up. But I said it earlier. I said, they both have targets on the back. The way she gets hit, but she don't pander to her hits. She fights back. She talks trash.
They wouldn't.
But she's not that type of person either. Right? She gonna hit you with the too small. She missed the layup too small.
I just want to watch basketball.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, you better watch it with the.
No, I'm just saying.
Watch it with the volume
all the extra stuff it's a bit much.
And that's where the problem is now. Is WNBA fans were so used to watching the game.
True WNBA fans from day one.
watch the game in its purity.
But I'll also say this before you finish. But even watching it from then was just like it is today. It was just as physical, if not more.
No, I'm just saying. Now it's
Lynette Pearson, Candace Parker, the Detroit Brawl, Michael Cooper, Bill Embiid, like.
Yeah, when Teresa,
like that was
when Diana,
no
when Diana does her little cheap stuff, that's part of the game. She always welcomes all the rookies, right?
I mean,
that's her thing. Now that thing ain't a thing. That thing is gonna be magnified now, right? Because now the circuses came. Right? So everybody who was used to just sitting there with all this free space of just enjoying the game by yourself and, oh, this is a great game. The circuses came, right? Now you got people sitting in front of you talking, hey, scoot over real quick. Let me go ahead. Hey, man, this is the best part. You got that in the movie theater. You got that in the movie theater now. And that's what it has turned to, and I don't think everybody's understanding. The circus has arrived. Now get ready for the clown show. And that's everybody involved, right? Media, like you have to look at it on how the narratives are pushed in the NBA. That's gonna happen in the W, right? It's the NBA seasons for the first time in history, the NBA season about to fall off, and now media is gonna stick around for the W because they can keep them ratings high using the narratives they wanna use. And as a W, you gotta remember, this is a show. Right? The show, the circus then showed up. So now that means put your best outfits on.
Yeah.
Play to the crowd like Kennedy Carter. People looking at her like, people was hoping she was a 0 for 12 type of person.
Yeah, she not.
She's skilled.
One of the, listen,
like she's athletic as shit. I see her. Bop, bop, bop.
No. Kennedy Carter is one of the best guards in the league.
No, but and that's where she gets to thrive. This little hit
No doubt.
check.
No
Put
doubt.
everybody on notice on who you are.
No doubt.
Now your just natural talent gets heightened. All you have to do is just go out there and play because everybody's watching now.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for you to mess up. And I'm like, oh no, she's actually talented.
You're gonna be waiting for a while.
I know, she's talented.
Kennedy
That's
can hoop.
the part.
Yeah, no, Kennedy can hoop.
Man, no, she can.
So let's move on to mostly fans, but really appreciated this conversation presented by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL, receive up to $250 in bonus cash.
Why are you closing your eyes when you
plus a special picture?
No, you. Like, yeah, you get under that.
The music, you know?
It's the music. It is the music takes you somewhere though.
Did you catch that?
It was beautiful.
Y'all chat. Hey, y'all gotta zoom.
You don't like all this.
And he was like, yeah, so y'all gotta,
Setting the mood, Gil, mostly fans. Presented by Underdog Fantasy.
He did.
It was sultry.
He did.
It was sultry sound. We got one question, and they're making me read this name. This is what I get paid for. It's a video question from Underdog user Lord Moldy Butt.
Lord who?
Moldy Butt.
Moldy Butt.
And then he gonna put himself on camera? Oh, wow.
What's up, y'all? Just hit my first parlay using promo code GIL, Underdog Fantasy, woo woo. And now it's trade time. So, with all the trade talk going on, my question for y'all
What are you
is,
doing?
what's a trade that was scary to see as a player and one that you were excited to see as a fan? Again, shout out Underdog Fantasy, woo woo.
That's impressive though.
I wanted to.
That's impressive.
Lord Moldy Butt.
Lord Moldy Butt.
So what was the trade that scared you as a player? What's a trade that excited you as a fan?
A trade that scared me as a player? I was never in trade talks until I was in trade talks, and then I got traded to Orlando. Right? So I wasn't in trade talks to be like, oh man, I don't want to go there. When I was getting traded, you could have sent me to the moon, goddamn it. I would have been first thing smoking. I left before the trade even happened. I was already in Orlando, just the wind of getting traded. And what was the second question?
A trade that excited you as a fan.
Probably KD to the Warriors.
That did not excite me.
It didn't?
It was disappointing.
No, I think because they got KD, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to get popping this summer. Cleveland, what y'all gonna do?
Beat Cleveland.
And they did, yeah.
Hold these L's triumphantly.
So yeah, it was KD toward that. I mean,
okay, for sure. So can you?
I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind motherfucker just dominating.
Okay, trade that scared you as a player, trade that excited you as a fan.
Like scared, like was I directly involved with it, or was it?
I don't even. The gentleman was bouncing on a weight, maintaining good balance, composure, with the do-rag on. And his name.
Only thing that I really was a part of, I had no control over. It was the whole Melo thing in Denver. Like that was them splitting that up with Chauncey, Melo, and myself, and all us.
So it was a trade that excited you as a fan. I'm trying to get that man his money.
As a fan,
you don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Sheryl, how about you?
What?
Trade that scared you as a player, or was it a trade that excited you as a fan? We'll go one or the other. His name is Lord Mulkey,
as a player, nothing. Because no, I don't mean it like I don't mean it like
her
that.
cockiness comes out.
Do you think I'm cocky?
You get 3 MVPs, 4 championships. You're like, I don't know. I've never.
That's confident.
I've never been on a trade. I don't even know what trade means.
It just wasn't the same then. So,
I don't know what trade means.
No. But a trade that excited me as a fan, like, can it be like in free agency or just a trade? Probably 2. Recently, I loved Candace going to Vegas last year, and I liked Vandersloot going to New York. That excited me.
Okay. So you saw that, you like.
On the NBA side, I will say KD going to the Warriors. I love, yeah.
I don't know why. It created so much hate, and I'm like, why? Dude, his skill with Klay's, oh my God, it's about to be beautiful basketball.
Yeah, that
what
was
about
good.
AD coming to the Lakers, Gil? Was that a trade that excited you?
Oh, yeah, Gil.
To win the hardest championship in the history of the national basketball.
What about LeBron going to Miami?
have a conversation without you bringing the fucking Lakers up, huh?
That we're excited.
No. Westbrook coming to LA did it.
Oh, that was good too.
I was hyped. I was hyped on that one.
Yes, that was an exciting moment. Didn't necessarily
work out. Good.
They worked out.
That was good.
Did not work out the way.
He's still here.
He's still in LA though, so shout out, bro. Still in LA. Sheryl, we appreciate you pulling up to the arena as always.
What I do?
We appreciate everybody in the chat for pulling up, tuning in. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. We will see y'all tomorrow.
See